Man, what's good? We live. Y'all know how we do. Hold on, let me close my door. Yo, Black Magic, what's up, man? You back on it, huh? Y'all, we live. We live. I'm gonna have some fun on this Friday. Extra lovely, what's good? What's good, extra lovely? We're finna go over Adonis. I see what y'all were putting in the Discord, man. Shout out to Adonis. But we're gonna go over a few stories, man, and just kick it. I want to get y'all opinion about this. You got the Somalians talking about reparation. They want 200 million. We're gonna get into that. Adonis, a little bit of Jimmy. Then some FBA business, man. Call dog, what's good, family? The Bible of Truth, what's good, family? Man, I've been watching him. Salute the brother, man. Been tapping in. Let me get this. Hey, brother Water, thank you so much for what you do, man. Salute, salute, Muhammad Media. Salute, man. Appreciate you, bro. Yeah, man. Salute to y'all for checking in. But yeah, we gon' the Somalians is asking for reparations. I'm gonna go over that. We're gonna go over some FBA news, but I don't know if y'all heard about this, but check this out. How dare how dare they think they can get reparations? Check this out.
Enforcement, also known as ICE. Also, the Daphne, our community in Minneapolis and across Minnesota have experienced fear, separations, job loss, and severe economic costs. By the action of U.S. Immigration and Customer Enforcement, also known as ICE. Also, the Daphne, we must repair the damage by making sure that this is for our governors, for our state, and for our legislators. We want to make sure that the existing relief programs fits into our criteria of small business owners, not those who make 200,000 and above. We don't make that much amount. We have been suffering since the crisis of ICE. We also demand an immediate help to evictions so families are not pushed to homelessness during the crisis. Our community deserves
good, family.
Our community deserves safety. We need also justice for those who lost their lives defending the.
So all I'm going over, man, is Somalia, and this is just news that they want 200 million in reparation. We going over some FBA news. Salute Ainswell. Yeah, y'all, we having a cookout, a conversation cookout. Yeah, we're gonna finish up what we had yesterday. Salute, family. But yeah, let me let this lady finish. She about finished, but they want 200 million in relief. They want us to fund their community.
Eyes out, families in. Eyes out, small business in.
Eyes out, small business in.
Eyes out, justice in.
Eyes out, justice in.
Thank you so much.
So there y'all go. Like, they feel like they fight is a lot bigger than ours, and you got a lot of people talking about it. They can barely speak English, but they talking about
we wanna whoever bring. We have suffering sons starting for ICE. We wanna whoever bring over here. We wanna they pay. Only that's what I'm saying. And I'm asking our governor and our state. We are taxpayer. We need pay back whatever they committed ICE. Thank you.
So that's just what's very disrespectful to us right now. Salute, salute, family. Yeah, they cosplaying. They trying to, L.A. Hopkins was good. But yeah, man. But Odonis, Odonis. That's been everybody been talking about Odonis, man. Shout out to him. He was over there in Romania. Yeah, they the same folks that speak against us, man. And tonight, if they was black, they would want the same reparations.
Yeah, keep it moving.
Why not? Why would I?
All right,
Why
stay
would
here.
I? Why
Stay
would
here.
I?
Stay here like a
Why
dog.
would I?
Stay here.
Yeah, I
Like,
stay here.
yeah, you're my dog.
I stay here.
This is my Romanian dog. Don't touch
He
me.
my bro.
Bugging out.
He my bro.
Keep your hands off me.
Yo, he
I'll
bugging.
break your
He
jaw.
bugging. He bugging.
Yeah, I'm bugging. You tripping.
Bugging.
Yeah, I
Got
hit
me
that like
fucked up.
button for me.
Oh, you wanna smack
I
me?
will. Yeah, I will. Yeah.
Do it.
Get out
do
my
it.
face.
That's all you gonna do.
Yeah, what
and
you
I
gonna
get
do?
the money off you.
You please, you broke. You're not getting no money.
Ah,
Go to the dentist. Your teeth
you
look
don't know
ugly.
how this fucking,
What? What you want to say?
you don't know how this fucking country works.
Yeah, I do
bitch.
know how this fucking. Back up. In my face. You bugging out. Back up. Are you bugging?
Shout out to Daryl. Salute.
De ce ai făcut asta? De ce? Și voi românilor vă uitați la el? Eu acum am...
Call the police. Call the police.
Nu doi. Stai pe loc, stai pe loc.
Well, call the police.
You don't understand. You ain't in America.
And that's a regular day in Romania.
So what y'all think about that? Did he end up going to jail? Shout out the other Discord, man, for putting that in the Discord. But we see this all the time in America. It happens all the time. It's not really anything. But dang, it's just that he did it. But I would have bounced. Justice was served. Salute, Ainswell. For real. But that's crazy, man. That's crazy. That's crazy. Shout out to the Discord, man, for putting that in there. But yeah, I heard he did, but was released. Okay. Okay, Call Dog sent the update. He got out. Okay. Yeah, man. I mean, it's messed up. Yeah, I'll be watching Adonis too, man. I'll be watching his American takes on he doing his thing. He doing his thing globally. But before we get into we gotta get into the the bull stuff, man. Y'all know. So this was circulating. A white, I think it was an Asian. We're gonna see the picture of Jim Jones. He had a studio, the owner of the studio. Something happened where they locked him out. Y'all know we got that ban on anything that's outside of the lineage right now. But you be putting people in the place that yeah. What up, though, family? What's up, love Big Mama? Detroit in the building. They hate when he says I'm black and American, not African American. For real. For real, man. But we'll get into some politics, but first we're gonna get into the streets. Y'all know the motto, we bring the streets to politics, but This what's going on in the YouTube. What's your story? What's good, man?
Yeah, this is getting messy. So now 50 Cent is doubling.
So hold on, we gotta play that 50 with this guy. Y'all know on my channel, right? 50 Cent says, Sam is my partner. I own the joint. Salute, family. That's funny, ain't it? Jim Jones' goofy ass won't be satisfied until you're in prison. Yeah, man, it's crazy. He said we clowning Jimmy, the oldest YN alive. Man, 50. But is that an Asian guy right there? Damn. You get plugged in to buy from the Asian guy. Call dog said yes. For real. So 50 plugged in. Ray, what's good, family? Salute, man. A big mama say looks likely so. Right? He looks like a Wu. Or look like his last name could be Wu. But why would he be your partner if you own the joint? You feel me? I thought if it's your partner, I guess his partner, he part owner of it. All right, let me let it play, man. I'm gonna open up the chat too. I want to know what y'all think about this. But we finna get into the real streets to politics. Yeah, they goofy, man, but we still doing blackout, man. We gotta push this blackout for real. Mr. Yamig, that's his name for real. Crazy. Yeah, he definitely foreign. Like, what's the odds of that? What's the odds of you having a place and you have to rent from somebody that's from a whole nother country, bro, in your country? That's crazy, ain't it? Let's go.
Messy. So now 50 Cent is doubling down to Jim Jones after Jim tried to clown the whole situation with the comedic karate chop martial arts response. And instead of letting it die, 50 Cent just came back with what looks like a full surveillance footage. And when I say footage, I mean multiple clips, hallway angles, timestamps, people walking in and out, kicking, slamming, breaking and entering, the whole setup. Now, 50 is basically posting like this. Nah, I'm not joking. I know who owns this spot. He even name drops the owner and shows a picture with him and said Jim is now damaging the property. But here's where it's getting weird. Jim Jones is calling it his IFC factory. Like, this is his space, his operation, and his spot. Like, he owns it. So now everybody online is asking the same question. Is this really Jim's spot? And why does 50 has access to
Yeah, I mean, they definitely off code. We got to get these non-FBA melanated individuals back on program. Yeah, I agree, Ray Ray. Salute. Because, you know, you got a few that's on the program, but yeah, a lot of them not, fam.
surveillance footage like a landlord or a building owner?
You right. But yeah, it ain't a good look for Jim, though, for real. But this is just the reason why I don't know their case or what situation, but this is why we definitely are pushing not spending money only in the lineage right now. I mean, in some cases you're gonna have to, but for the most part, we're trying to keep it inside. Too much money leaving out, not enough coming in. Y'all know how that go. Know how that go. But yeah, 50 gets a W in the public eye for this one, but we'll see how that go. But Jim should have never been. I don't know what he was doing with the landlord. Fake rap beef. Yeah. Salute Ray Ray. I don't like that. I don't like that. I think it's up for discussion. See what the FBA is talking about. But yeah, man, we had to stand on the business. But check this out, man. This delineation is hurting feelings. Y'all hit that like button. Tania, what's good, family? Check this out though, fam. Y'all want to hear that one? Yeah, all right, shut up. Okay, y'all check this out. I appreciate it, family. Thank you.
All my lovely African brothers and sisters out there, the reason why African Americans want to delineate from you guys is because they truly believe that they don't look like you. Why is this? Well, they are the staunch enforcers of the one drop rule, where they even think that their representation looks like mixed race mulattoes. This has been a psychological operation happening for decades. Look at this cover of the Ebony magazine, the top 10 most beautiful African American women. You have Lena Horne and you have Sherry Belafonte Harper, two mixed race mulatto women on the front cover of Ebony magazine, the most beautiful black women in America. Not to mention, you have Barack Obama, who they believe is the first black president. He's not. He's the first mulatto president. Here's him even saying that he's mixed race.
A mixed kid from Hawaii, born to a single mom, is not likely to become president of the United States.
Also, if African Americans are trying to delineate from Africans, why are they so pressed about Tyler identifying as colored and not black American? Just like I said earlier, they want to enforce the one drop rule when it benefits them. So they want to get away from their African roots so they can be more mixed race. You see it with all their representation. Everybody that represents them is mixed race. Somebody like me who actually is mixed race is very proud of my African ancestry. That's why I have Africa tattooed on the back of my arm. because I love Mother Africa, and my roots and my blackness comes from the great continent of Africa.
That's crazy work. That's crazy work. Yeah, man. We got to make it somewhere. It's disrespectful, bro. You might as well call us the N word if you're gonna call us African, man. It's almost to that point. You know, calling somebody that in United is disrespect. Salute to them. Solani in the building. Yeah, I think. Listen, I'm calling it. I think that word calling us African is gonna be like calling us. I ain't gonna say it like that because that's different. He got released today. Shout out to Mickey, man. Shout out to Mickey. Salute, family. Mm-hmm. She mad at Tyreek. I ain't even gonna get into that. Yeah, I'm finna open up the chat, y'all. It's a slur at this point. I'm throwing hands. They doing it on purpose, looking for a reaction. I don't know, man. Adonis did his thing, but that Somalian asking for reparations had me a little, had me heated. But shout out to y'all who was sending me the content. That's for sure. Big thanks. But check this out. This is what I was sent this as well, but
when we look around and we see today in our politics a rich white man telling working class white people that their problem is brown people, we need to understand the historical pedigree of that. That is symbolic of the entire history.
But now it's black people. Y'all notice how we got black people telling us that? Why did it take 100 years to call us African? Why was we reclassified so much? Man, let me hear what this black magic got to say, man. He's saying, I know y'all hate my views, but being called American is an insult. Being called American, man, get on with that, bro. We American Indians, bro. Shout out to Tania. That's Somalian got their reparations once they move here. Bro, it's not my problem what most people around the world like, fam. We ain't here for that.
Of race and class politics in America. The history of rich white people telling working class and poor white people that their problem are black and brown people. Beginning in the 1600s, that is what happens. Prior to about 1670 or so, there was no such thing as the white race, at least not recognized as such, called as such.
This is what the people who sit down with white people, like all our politicians, that's what they do to us. Knowing they sitting down right with the man making deals and all that. Shouldn't we have been referred as African from day one? I don't like when he say black and brown. Even saying black and brown is insult, bro. I ain't gonna lie, y'all. Even when you say black and brown people, it's like, bro, what is black and brown people? Shouldn't we have been referred as African from day one? I hate that whiny white boy voice. That's why I couldn't listen to Eminem. They want to say Eminem is one of the greats. But shout out to we did a live on that yesterday. I'm gonna touch on that, y'all. Mr. Tenderism, man. Mr. Tenderism got his own page. I touched on it yesterday. Yeah, the terms are starting to be, black and brown. You can't refer to us and try to put another group of people in there. And you can't refer to us with a whole nother land. It's like nobody do that. But I'm finna show y'all this, bro. Let me get this up, pull this up, man. FBA morality and money. Because they don't want us to know who we are. You can take our crown, but you cannot remove the royal blood from our veins. Miss Watchman, okay. You can't take it from our veins. They know who we are, for real, for real. But people are taking some of what Malcolm said out of context. But this what I had for y'all, fam. Let me check this out. I'm gonna open up the chats too. Unapologetic. To the gang, see what they got. Okay. Shout out to Captain Private. What's good, family? Salute, man. They y'all coming through. Check this out. We're gonna see about all right, here y'all go right here. Check it out. Let's get it. Black man was the Indian. They just made the pigs white. Salute Captain Private, man. Y'all check this out. We gonna stand on this one right now. How they try to say we got diaspora wars. Let's see what you talking about. Check it out.
Not that they aren't black enough, but they don't know their culture so much that they are in a whole pile by themselves.
We don't know our culture. We're the only people who know our culture, and we're still living and relishing in our culture. We're the only people who created a real culture that the world comes to enjoy.
Not true, man.
To me, culture-wise, meaning like someone don't black American, I'm not talking about African American, someone don't black American, where you from? Zinki what I'm doing from.
But what do you mean black American, African American?
Black American people that were born Tennessee, black American that were born in the United States, their parents 2 times back from Nigeria. They know nothing about their culture. They know America.
That's our culture, fool. This fool talking about Tennessee, and then she mentioned Nigeria. Tennessee is older than Nigeria, by the way. Tennessee is older than Nigeria. Nigeria was not a nation state until later. Tennessee was already established before Nigeria. We're older than Haitians. We've been on this land longer than they were in Haiti. These folks like to project a lot of stuff on us. Yeah, we are America. We are American culture. See, when they think of America, they think of white people.
Yeah.
No, we are American culture. Hold on.
These are the black American I'm talking about.
So what's African Americans to you then?
People that are in touch with their culture more. like that knows where they come from,
Okay.
that are going back to help. You know what I mean? Akon is a real African American, like a nice African American to me, like meaning like he stands for his country.
Didn't they give Akon an ultimatum like, man, you better build this damn city you've been talking about, get the hell on somewhere? Akon's culture is going.
But I do feel like if you from somewhere, you claim that place and you don't want to go make the place and build it up, something ain't right about your character. Salute, Bria. We have no culture. We are the culture, fool. Tamia.
Going to Turkey and getting a man unit to look like a foundational Black American hairline. He's cosplaying as us. Boy, these folks got a lot of nerve, man. Hold on.
Fear one, Black American don't stand for nothing. I know that sounds very bad. I'm speaking from experience now. I don't know about anything else, Black American don't stand for nothing. I know.
This is why she said Black Americans don't stand for nothing. Let me tell you something.
Excuse me, sir. How old were you when you made your first million?
Yeah.
What is this for? We're trying to get advice for the younger generation.
FBA family, do not feel guilty for delineating from tethers like this. Our family and us, we done got bumps, bruises, knocked over the head fighting for these people, standing up not just for ourselves, standing up so that they can bring their asses over here. For them to sit up here and just show nothing but contempt and disrespect. They've been sitting up here with this kind of vitriol for the longest as they flee. Hold on.
I know that sounds very bad. I'm speaking from experience now. I don't know about anything else, but
we don't stand for nothing but you on an inner tube getting the hell over here. You're the epitome for not standing for a damn thing. You're looking for ways to flee.
Had the most bullying done to me from Black Americans. You tell me get oppression from white people, that they feel like they almost gotta oppress people that are not from here.
Okay, you got roasted as a kid in school. Foundational Black Americans never oppressed you or any other immigrant. You didn't get oppressed whatsoever. You got.
Man, it was so fun being FBA growing up in school, though. I mean, you know, they can't stand us but want to be us for real. But everybody wanted to be like us. You know, they wanted to dress like her, everything. But she pisses me off too. Shout out to Tamika, man. We finna shift gears, man. Y'all stay aboard. I want y'all to call in and give y'all thoughts, man. Talk y'all talk. Let's get it.
Roasted in school, like everybody got roasted, and they hold that damn contempt and vitriol for the rest of their damn lives, because part of roasting was to get your mind right for the real world, so that when you go out in the real world, you can absorb insults. So we've made it a ritualistic game, which is a part of our culture. Nobody oppressed you. You got roasted, which is a part of foundational Black American tradition. Everybody got roasted. But because you come from a fleeing background where you cannot absorb anything, the minute you get pressed on anything, you run and flee. Any type of insult to you breaks you down.
I'm sorry. I can't do Americans. I need somebody with culture. I'm sorry.
Black Americans got culture. Americans got culture. You rolling.
I need somebody with culture.
Americans don't have culture.
I got culture.
We got the culture. We are the culture.
Who the culture?
We are the culture. Globally, they know about Black Americans.
No, hold on.
Globally, they know about Black Americans.
But you gotta remember 1804, baby. I'm the one that won American.
We're not gonna use the word American.
Yeah, Black Americans.
I ain't gonna hold you.
We are the
listen,
culture.
1804, I'm the reason why you have your independence.
That's the part I hate about
Haitians was the first free independent country. First Black independent.
That ain't got nothing to do with. That don't got nothing to do with America.
That's nice. I'm just letting you know the reason why y'all have your independence.
Y'all coming over here because of us, because of the hard work that Black Americans do.
You know, Haiti is like in debt for 1 trillion years because
you know why? Because the French owe us how much?
So y'all got
No,
your
y'all
independence
been
for what?
paying.
Of jealousy.
What?
Wait, when you say Haiti's the reason the Americans got their independence, what do you mean by that?
How you gonna cook me for that?
What do you
Learn
mean by
that
that?
history.
Y'all gotta cut that
We
out.
won.
African Americans are free?
I'm not saying that we set the revolution. The reason we were the first independent free country.
Ain't nobody give a fuck about y'all, bro.
By
Look at him
paying,
pointing. Look
no,
at him pointing. Are you crazy?
no, but by paying Britain, what?
I'm talking about we set the thing. We the one that set it. 1804. We the first free
y'all have-
independent Caribbean country.
I'm not gonna go in depth with
Are you
that, but
crazy?
y'all have.
But what that got to do with America?
African Americans.
We said it, and then y'all followed.
Y'all said it for yourselves, not for
We
no
said
black
it, and then y'all
Americans.
followed.
And we set the stage for y'all immigrants to come over here and profit off of America.
You're saying that?
And you're mad that we came to. Oh,
No,
it's a
I'm not
profit?
mad. I'm not
I
mad.
don't-
I'm
don't
telling you
hell
what
know
black.
about this hustle.
I'm telling you what black culture provided for you and your family.
How that provide for me and my
Because
family?
we set the
'Cause you
standard.
came here.
We set the
Who
standard.
came here? I didn't come here.
You
Your
here right
family
now?
did?
My family came here.
And you're here now.
And they made their money and they went right back to Haiti. So what's up?
So why you ain't go right back to Haiti?
Because why would I come back to Haiti? I'm Gucci where I'm at.
Where your parents live?
They here.
What?
And
Gucci West,
they doing the
yeah.
flow.
How's that going
On
right
Labor
back to
Day.
Haiti? That ain't going right back to Haiti. They still
On Labor
shit.
Day, it ain't been on Labor Day.
And this popped up on my FYP, and I just want to say this to the Haitians, bro. Y'all need to let go of that 1804 one-trick pony bullshit when y'all acting like y'all are the fucking Black Avengers of the fucking Black diaspora in the Americas, bro. Like y'all came in mass numbers and saved everybody in what we now call the United States. No, the fuck you didn't. You kicked France out of your fucking country, cultivated what y'all did, and had a revolution in your country, and that's what formed your country. You did not come over here and do that for the United States and form the United States. No, the fuck you didn't, bro. With your 27,000 square kilometers worth of a country versus our 9.8 million square kilometers of what we now call the United States, right? We were already liberating ourselves. We were already self-emancipating ourselves in what we now call the United States in the 1700s before the Haitian Revolution was even happening. So y'all need to stop doing that shit. Whoever the fuck came over here wasn't enough. Y'all were not in mass numbers. Y'all came in, did what y'all did, but our ancestors were already fucking here, living on the southeast of what we now call the United States, forming families, forts, cultivating what they did, and a lot of them were free before Abraham Lincoln did any of that shit. So you need to stop fucking lying about history and stop trying to guilt trip us into fucking respecting you. We don't gotta respect nobody that doesn't earn it. The end. Thank you.
We don't create reparations by coming on a white man's platform. A white man, right? You want to talk about white supremacy? You are on a white man's platform talking about white supremacy. The audacity, right? And what I'm simply saying here, but I'm very passionate, so I'm not yelling at you. What I'm simply saying here, right, is that we need to focus on being producers, entrepreneurs. And you are on a white man's app talking about white supremacy. I find that symbolically strange and bizarre. Now
it's equally bizarre that a man who has a Panamanian and Haitian lineage, where people over there busting each other in the head and kidnapping villages, are telling us about black folks pulling it together. Isn't that strange too? Go ahead, sir, because that's equally strange too. From somebody who comes from a lineage of violence.
Shout out to Yah. You in the chat. He's saying Yah's love. He's saying that we all black. But do you hear what she's saying, man? Yah's love, but this is embarrassing. Latin girl 21, you black Americans are disgusting. Latin girl 21. Black Polo, what's good, family? Latin girl probably saying that from America. Never tell.
Sir, it's not strange. It's called constructive criticism.
Right, but then are you in a position to be constructive in criticizing us when it's all going to hell in your homelands, in both sides?
Well, the only difference between tethers and FBAs is that, Haitian tethers is that we gained our independence. You guys haven't. That's the only difference, right? So don't you dare tell me. Well, no. Let's talk about it.
But then you had to pay the French. You had to pay the people off yourself. We ain't never had to pay back.
It doesn't matter. We still gained our independence.
No. You had to pay the people who whoop your ass, and you beat them, and then you had to turn around and pay them. We never had to pay the slave owners. We didn't have to do that. We're telling them,
well, you guys didn't have
you had to pay reparations to the people you.
She's saying you can't stand that when all y'all. It wasn't like that when we all y'all people love us. Y'all coming over here, Latin girl. You dress like us. When the last time you seen any black American doing the salsa? But look at Look how they be doing all our dances and stuff, man. Get out of here. FBA is all that makeup on your face. You wearing fake. Let me let them go.
You defeated. Come on now. Do we really want to go there? If you gained your independence and you beat them and then had to pay them reparations and it put your country in the hole financially right now and people over there eating dirt cookies.
It doesn't matter. We still gained our independence, and that's currency in itself, sir. That's
Sir,
currency in itself. Do you know what currency is, sir?
It's not successful though.
No.
No. You guys, you get your independence for a couple of years and then you go back into the hole. You can't really pop your collar to it. You understand? You can't be a one-hit wonder forever. You can't live off whoop there.
But brother, you're being
a one-hit wonder. 1804, that was a great thing, but right after that, they start whooping that and made you pay them back. That's not a victory no more. You became a victim. And they're victimizing y'all now. They took an Uber to go damn president. They drove up there in a cab and left.
I had a discussion with a person, a coworker of mine. He was of Haitian descent a couple weeks ago, and it wasn't even discussion. It was an argument on his behalf. But y'all, they don't like us. We knew this, but it's not just like a not like. They having resentment towards us, and I'm speaking from. I've heard this from two different ways now.
This is a plant, man. That Latin girl 21 is nothing but a plant, bro. They sent her here. We ain't finna get out of here. That's a plant.
Two people I've sat and had a conversation with. So if you are of Haitian descent and you don't like what I'm saying and you feel like it's a different type of way, don't come over here with that. I'm speaking on what I was told directly in my experience. They don't like us. Their parents teach them that we are lazy and we are drug addicts and we don't help them when they come over. And the kids are mad because they got picked on in school. And I got that part. I told him I understand that part. And that's when I said it was a discussion versus an argument. Like it was a discussion on my behalf, but it was an argument on his behalf because he got pissed. When I say pissed, he got pissed. Y'all don't try and help us when we come over here. I'm like, of course, you're right, but he like, we gotta go to the Spanish people. Only the Spanish people try and help us, and you would think it would be y'all because y'all look like us. I'm like, let me stop you right there. Of course, it makes sense for you guys to connect with the Spanish people because you guys can communicate better. If you guys didn't know, a lot of Asian people can speak Spanish. A lot of Spanish people, they can speak French. Most Haitian people speak Spanish and French. And I don't know the whole background of it, but I will say that Creole and French have the same base. Now, when I told him this, he went off on you and all. I'm like, listen, you can be as mad as you want to be, but that's the truth. And that's what I was told from a Haitian friend of mine. So I'm like, of course, it makes sense for you guys to click with Spanish people first because you guys can communicate better. Now, when it comes to us, we only know English. Y'all the only ones know one language, and we get over here, y'all say speak English. We don't tell y'all that, first of all.
Salute. They do got a lot of languages they do speak, man. Salute to everybody in the chat. But man, shout out to Shabazz, Mama Lisa, B Thomas, everybody who been supporting the channel, man. Love and appreciate y'all. And it's free to hit that. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Push me on the algorithm, man. FBA Convo, what's good, family? Appreciate it. Let's go.
Second of all, of course, because that is our primary language. If I was to go to another country, I'm going to take my ass over there and I'm going to learn their language because I want to communicate with them and because I came in their place. Yeah, like he would not listen to me. I'm trying to explain on our behalf and he wasn't trying to hear that shit. They is mad. They ain't no talking mad. So yeah, do with that what you will.
Stop the disrespect of Black Americans.
I've already apologized to the Black Americans for all the disrespect that the island people, the Africans, the Spanish people, all of us that are in America, all the people that we know we're not white, but some of you still think you're white. But I have apologized to Black Americans because we have disrespected them. We have disrespected them. All our immigrants, we have disrespected them. They are right. They have been fighting and fighting and fighting. That is why we were even allowed to come to America. And yet still we disrespect them continuously. West Indian people, island people, Africans, Spanish people, wherever you are, from South America, from DR, from Puerto Rico, wherever you are.
Protect this man at all costs, man. He can come to the cookouts, bro.
We have disrespected black Americans, and we don't understand that they are right. They have been fighting, and it's because of them why we were even allowed to come to America. We have to cut out this shit. I don't want to see none of this shit anymore on social media. We are fucking one. We are all fighting for the same cause. We are all fighting for the same cause. We're all black. Do you think that the system see us as any different? We are the fucking same, and they have been fighting for us, for black people. So cut that fuckery.
Takes jobs, and said this.
We're immigrants. What do you think we came here for? Fuck around? Nah, not to count shit. We came to drink up.
Damn.
Okay, so we taking your jobs, and there's nothing you can do about it. You understand? And they gotta pay me more because I got better work ethics. Better work ethics. I have more skills than you do. What you gonna do? That's what I thought. Nothing. We'll be mad. Oh, immigrants are taking our jobs. Yes, we are. You're all taking your jobs. Keep sitting at home playing that Xbox, okay?
A few moments later.
Protected status for Asian migrants, over 300,000. I think it was 350,000 Asian migrants is coming to an end, unfortunately. The Trump administration and Kristi Noem has decided that Haiti no longer meets the criteria of what they'll call refugee status or something to that nature, right? So they're moving ahead and removing the temporary protective status for over 300,000 Asians, and it starts to begin as soon as around early February. You dig what I'm saying? Now, according to the human rights group that are on the ground in Haiti, seeing firsthand what's going on, it's bad on the ground. For those who know, you know. Okay, there's still a lot of things.
Then stand up and fight for all of our black asses, we would have nothing as a whole.
I disagree. I feel like
Hold on, nigga. You can't disagree on reality.
I feel like the black people in the Caribbean, we freed ourselves. I know my Haitian.
Yes, but no. We're not talking about the Caribbean. We have left America. We have left the Caribbean.
Nigga, what kind of bullshit is she talking about, bro? I identify as a black American. I am also a Jamaican. I am Jamaican. You're talking about Malcolm X. Malcolm X was Grenadian. Martin Luther King was inspired by Marcus Garvey, a Jamaican hero. If you didn't know, Malcolm X followed Garveyism and Pan-Africanism.
I don't know. Garvey was a scam, man. He was a scam artist. Scamming people, but.
And y'all were talking about assimilating into black culture. Gang, black culture is heavily inspired by the Caribbean, specifically Jamaica. Hip-hop is a part of black culture. That was created by Jamaicans. Search up who is the originator of hip-hop. I'm going to tell you what you're going to get. You're going to get DJ Kool Herc. DJ Kool Herc is a Jamaican. He wears dreads and everything. Oh, and let's not even talk about that. Locks? Locks? That's Jamaican. That's Caribbean. But y'all will wear that every day and not say you're trying to assimilate to Caribbean culture. Y'all will wear that every day and say, oh, this is a black hairstyle. Y'all don't say it's a Caribbean hairstyle. Y'all say it's a black hairstyle. While there are entire Caribbean religions, Rastafarianism specifically, which center around that hairstyle. It's supposed to be sacred. It's supposed to be an act of Rastafarianism. But guess what? Jamaicans don't care because we see all of us as black. That's actually one of the things that Rastafarians teach. We are all one people. Jamaica's dollar says, out of many, one people. We are all black. We are all one people, bro. Why are you separating and segregating your own race? You heard of Slick Rick, Busta Rhymes, Biggie Smalls? Even Drake on an interview when he was first coming up said he was inspired by Jamaican artists. To this day, bro, Cash Cobain is fully influenced by Jamaican culture. Rum punch, knockout, one punch. Rum punch is a Jamaican drink. The fuck are you talking about? What? Every hood in America got a Jamaican restaurant in it. Why you think that is, bro? Why do you think that is? Y'all are
and
ungrateful.
Chinese.
Caribbean people were a huge part of American culture, and they were a key component in the civil rights movement and making sure that we were all free. The American culture is becoming a huge part of Caribbean culture. It's integrated, it's intertwined. Don't abandon your people. Don't separate yourself from your people. Welcome them. And if they're ignorant, teach them. Simple.
Being black is already a flex, but being black with the little like being black with the Caribbean descent. Here we go. Caribbean heritage, like you're Haitian,
Shout out to
Jamaican, African, etc. Like being black is already a flex. Being African American, just plain on black, not mixed with anything is already flex. But having a Caribbean descent, like a Caribbean background.
I did a video yesterday, and it was saying how they was giving Chinese loans when the Chinese came over here, the Chinese Act. So that makes sense why we got Jamaican and Chinese restaurants in the hood. We know those Chinese own Jamaica. Damn.
That's tea. So basically, this Haitian girl is sitting up here cosplaying a Black American, dressed like a Black American, talking with a Black American accent. Her hair, she got some weave extensions in the top, which is a technique that was created by a Black American woman. The eyelashes, everything you got going on, the nail art, everything is rooted in Black American culture. You're not sitting up there looking like a Haitian, dressing like a Haitian, talking like a Haitian, and you're clearly not in Haiti. You probably would cry and kick and scream if you were to get deported to Haiti today or tomorrow. Yet you're talking about here, being, you know what? Yes, big up yourself. But the fact that you all do this passive aggressive BS that I don't respect, like to talk about, being Black American, you try to throw that in, that's a fleck, just plain black. Bitch, what you mean plain black? We the fucking blueprint. We're the blueprint. Majority of the things that you use around your house globally was created by a Black American person. We are the culture. Nobody's running around trying to be like a Haitian or a Caribbean or African at the same rate. And I'm not just talking about other groups of Black people. I'm talking about everybody in the world globally. You will see a subset. You will see a subculture. You will see a sector of people from each race, each culture cosplaying Black American culture. You will see a group of Indians that's trying to do hip hop, that's singing R&B, that's dressed in a certain way, that's talking with a certain twang. You will see a group of Asians that's literally wearing a hair in certain hairstyles that we created and innovated, dressing a certain way, doing our art form, trying to mimic and emulate us. You will see Latinos doing it. You will see everybody around the globe doing it, but you do not see everybody around the globe that has literally a sector and a subculture of people that cosplay Haitians, or that's cosplaying
voodoo on FBA blood.
Senegalese people, or that's cosplaying.
Oh, Tamia, don't tell me that.
Anybody else? The only other Caribbean culture that I feel like you will see people that are heavily invested in is Jamaican culture. We got to give it up to the Jamaicans, but even still. And it's not, I want to say it's not a competition, but you basically comparing yourself, saying that y'all are better. And you're supposed to feel good about yourself. When we get up here and say stuff like that, y'all say we're xenophobic. And we don't even do that. The only time, I'm going to speak specifically for myself because I make content responding to y'all, popping it like this. Once again, you are well within your rights to big up yourself. But you're bigging up yourself, not looking like a Haitian, not in Haiti. It's that part. Second of all, you are doing an underhanded, like passive aggressive dig at Black Americans by saying just being plain black is a flex. What do you mean plain black when we got the most sauce? What are you talking about? Like, it's like, what y'all think about this? This is just so funny to me because like I was saying, my point was.
So now we're finna get into the politics. Shout out to everybody who signed the petition, though. Check out the petition and what we got rocking right now. Yeah, we dropped the dime on the. We dropped the dime on the Congressional Black Caucus. Y'all know how we do. But what the hell is a Jamaican restaurant? Must be why they got hit with the karma slap. Now what was look up the movie Jamaicans doing voodoo on FBA for blood sacrifice. That's wild, man. That is wild. We can walk and chew gum at the same time. Yeah. I just ain't put two and two together about Chinese and Jamaica. That's a good point. I'm gonna research some stuff, see if I can make some connections. Y'all knew jerk chicken, rice and peas, and sweet potatoes. For real, man. If y'all ain't signed the petition, man, go ahead and sign the petition. I got it going to the DOJ, Department of Education, and anybody else I could tag into that. I want the Black Caucus to know how dissatisfied we is with their work. All of them, really. What do you talk about, answer? For real, man. P. Thomas, what's good, man? Shout out to everybody pushing the channel, man. That's what's up. Make a move. Monday. If y'all tapped in, if you know, Monday we got that think tank. Make sure you bring your bring your best hat. Bring your best hat. Salute, man. Yeah, we standing on the political business. Standing on the political business. FBA OGs put ain't no Jamaican restaurants in the hoods in Indianapolis. Arab stores and Chinese store restaurants in the hoods in my city. Yeah, we gotta cancel them all too, family. Arabs, Chinese, anything that ain't us. For real. But yeah, man, we got a Chinese restaurant. We got the Heady Up in Bai. We got Heady Up in Bai in here, man. But yeah, family, salute to y'all. What's up with this? I've been seeing this dirty black American been going. Okay, that's old girl. Okay, that's where that came from. I was double checking. The disrespect. So much for his chance to clarify. Call dog pulled the trigger, man. He ain't playing, man. Hey, let me pull this up, y'all. But man, y'all know what we do. Family, watch your back when you're out. There was a potential terror attack outside Las Vegas yesterday. Man, we gotta pull that up, family. Appreciate that. We got some family out there in Vegas. That's crazy though. We already had that African lady talking crazy. Dang, I just pulled it up. Appreciate that. I want y'all to check this out. So this is what he was talking about. Salute to him for bringing that to our attention, but this just dropped too. Salute to you, family. White supremacy target demonstrations. Dang. Yeah, y'all, we gotta be, man, we're gonna have to find that little hut. We're gonna have to get right. But this what they say happened. Man crashes in a power substation outside Las Vegas in suspected terror attack. Las Vegas police, they investigating a suspected terror attack after driver just rams into the pole. Dang. So he just crashed into the substation and just left. Probably knocked out somebody's power. Somebody was in there cooking, man, and he knocked out their power. Always the U.S. dispatch. Yeah. Yeah, man. So they hate America, bro. We can't that's why we can't have no immigrants in politics, bro. Cause we seeing, I ain't saying this was an immigrant, but it is people that hate America. But I'm seeing this England and Ukraine. Sewage that spilled in the Potomac, Maryland. No, that's no good. Somebody gonna die. Is that a black town? And that you say that Maryland is known for having a is black people that got some money. You know, one of the wealthiest black spots. But I'm finna pull it up. Shout out to Oakland. Man, FBA Oakland, boy, Oakland tearing stuff up, man, out there, huh? What's going on with Oaktown?
You know, what we're seeing is a direct result of gross, incompetent Democrat leadership. It is truly unacceptable what's happening in the Potomac. The people of D.C., Virginia, and Maryland deserve so much better. And I'm thankful that President Trump is willing to step in. And to Mayor Bowser, Governor Moore, Governor Spanberger, swallow your pride, pick up the phone, call on President Trump, and work with him to do what you were elected to do and serve the people you were elected to represent. You know, what we're seeing.
Salute, fam. Salute. Appreciate that one, brother, man. So y'all check this out. So it's a sewage spill that's in one of the wealthiest black communities in the world in Maryland, which Maryland, that DC area, they got a lot of black wealth. That's a little bit gentrifying. Okay, we gotta look into that gentrification right there. Cause I don't know, man. We see a lot of that with black towns that's worth something. They normally get, put up out of here.
Is a direct result of gross, incompetent Democrat leadership.
Now they making it about put deliberate. Yeah, fam. I mean, it's kind of coincidental. I remember we was talking about that and talking about that area, and now all of a sudden, that's what I was telling y'all about. What's that lady named Kia Duggins? I was saying, man, Kia Duggins. Shout out to Tania, man, that picked me up on that. You always got my back, Tania. Yeah, Potomac. It's a wealthy area for black people. So, damn, out of all places, is one of our richest places where our people is at. Ain't that so? Gas shortage, man. You know what, Texas? Texas is a big state, and they pumping out a lot of gas. So I don't think we'll ever need nobody. Texas is like a big oil producer, but I pulled up. Need to watch the '70s movie Three the Hard Way about Snow Bunny messing with black people water. Okay, I'm gonna check it out, man. I am gonna check it out, but I don't like this sewage spill. I don't like this, man. Possibly gonna get into somebody's water. That's one thing that could cause a lot of death is when sewage get out, bro. And they be testing that stuff too. They don't be letting everybody know, but they be testing that sewage, and they test it to test what's in it. But yeah, they definitely be testing it. They testing everything though right now. That data. They're like, yo.
In the time of Maha, do you guys have I mentioned it on the show before? I know I've made some jokes about it on Twitter, but it is an actually very serious issue. I don't know if I've mentioned it on the show before. Are you guys aware that there is like, I think as of now, 500 million gallons of raw sewage leaking into the Potomac at DC from the Maryland DC border? That's been going on since the end of January. It is a huge issue, and it is disgusting. And you can go look at the videos online. It is just gushing up. It looks really, really bad. It reminds me of the oil spill that was happening beneath the Gulf of America, as we call it now, just rushing up out of the ground. But this is crap. This is human waste, raw sewage. So there's been updates. First, I have this one from the Washington Examiner. DC says E. coli rate from Potomac sewage spill 100 times higher than reported. Maha's got to get on top of this.
And what they saying about it, I wanted to hear the FBA's in that area. Maybe they could speak on it, but man, he made it sound real serious. Sewage spill, that is.
If you've driven across the American Legion Bridge recently, you can clearly smell the sewage. The break is almost directly below the bridge.
This environmental crisis has been going on for more than 2 weeks now. DC Water is telling us it may be another 4 to 6 weeks before they can get the 72-inch in diameter, 60-year-old ruptured sewer line repaired.
Here is the work being done, complicated DC Water says, by the discovery of huge rocks in the Potomac Interceptor sewer line that ruptured. Crews now working to repair the line and contain the spill. From Skyfox, we could see large pipes pouring liquid into the canal. Later, from the towpath, you can see the raw sewage flowing along the C&O Canal, in this case through Lock 10. From here...
So why would large... It sounds organized. They got large pipes pouring sewage water into the river. Looks like it's a lot of residents from blue states and showing up in the South. Yeah, you could say that. You could definitely say that. But yeah, that's crazy, man. The sewage thing is it's crazy. Salute to the chat for that. But yeah, man, I like Call Dog. I gotta check out that movie though. You put that's on purpose, right? I'm telling you, man, that was one of the richest places. Was the DC area. He's saying that, it just don't look like it was. It looked like they were pushing it in there. Not that it's just like, oh, it happened by accident, in my opinion. But Hidden Color 6 just came out. No, the full documentary or just the trailer. Hidden Color 6. Did the whole thing come out? I mean, that'd be dope if it did. I would just want to see, because I think we went over the trailer last. I think the trailer, yeah, we went over the trailer yesterday. Devils won't change the ultimate outcome. Time's up. Absolutely, man. So Donald Trump tried to put that picture of him and Muhammad Ali out. Knock that racism out. As soon as when he put that picture up, I support colorism. What you mean? That sounds like tetherism. Call into the chat, man. Kazim Kennedy, man. I want to hear this. What you talking about? Not you support colorism. You're a colorist. What is that? I think trailer. Yeah, Kennedy, man. Call in on that. You saying you were trying to see where you going with this. But yeah, y'all, on Mondays, y'all know we go live. I go live on Tuesday, Thursdays, Fridays, Sundays. Big salute. bringing them in. She support colorism. What is that? What is colorism? Let us know. R.I.P. to Muhammad, man.
Yo, I'm Ad 2, and I'm the father of Ace and Daniels. I'm Mike Kell, and I'm a father to Ocean. Courtney Davis, and I'm the father of Nia Davis.
Big Twan, man. This Mila. This Antoine Jr.
I'm Rendell. I'm with my daughter, Savannah.
I'm Vic, I'm here with D3, Vic III. Excited to be out here at the Daddy Show.
Miles, I'm here with Maddox. This is my son. Ready for the Daddy Show today.
My name is Brendan Hall. I'm Elijah, and he's 2 years old.
I'm Jabari, father of two, Emery, and Amara.
My name is AJ Ames. This is Jackson right here. He's 1 year old, and I got a 3-year-old, Jace, right here.
My name is Kyle, and I'm a father to Nadia, Amira, and my son Carson.
Kennedy. Okay. Dang, Kennedy, you gotta put your Okay, there you go. What's good, Kennedy? What's good? Fact, that one brother. There you go, Kennedy. What's good, family?
All right. What's up?
What's good, man? Where you from?
I'm from New York.
New York. Okay. Salute to New York, man. New York.
All right.
I seen what you was putting in the chat. You put you support colorism. What's that, fam?
What I'm saying is I support my tribe, which is the light-skinned tribe. I don't claim the dark-skinned tribe because they're on their own with their propaganda. I'm about what I stand for. But I noticed that dark-skinned people is only desperate because they need everybody to join them. And they trust everybody. But what's funny about it, they don't trust each other, but they need everybody to help and join them. Now, I don't see that with light-skinned people. You could say that we're arrogant. You could say that we got an ego trip. Fine, so be it. We don't claim everybody like how dark-skinned people do. And that's what makes them look foolish that they are. And that's their problem.
Fam, hold on. Let me ask you a question. Did a dark-skinned girl break your heart?
No, but the question is, what tribe do you belong to? Oh, I guess you dark-skinned. Right, so you dark-skinned. That's why you feel that way.
I mean, I don't know your classification. How you classify light skin? Like that sounds like that kind of that sounds like the kind of like the house Negro slave Negro syndrome.
Well, what's wrong with it? Because we had our own organization years ago. We had the Blue Vein Society, if you know about that. They destroyed that because they didn't want light-skinned people of color to have their own independence. So now everybody can join the black community, and everybody, especially these dark-skinned people, want everybody to be with them because they don't have nothing of their own. So it's easy to join you and dark-skinned people because you don't have your own independence. That doesn't make sense. That's foolish, you know?
Damn, who sent you, man?
I sent myself, dude. And what tribe you from? Like, what do you claim? Oh, right. You claim that propaganda, right?
That's propaganda?
FBA is propaganda because the real FBAs came from tethers or black immigrants anyway. So you don't even have your own culture. Like, you really don't. You said Beyonce was your people.
I gotta get this man a part of it. That's the first time I had really. But yeah, man. I can't deal with that, bro. Dude, yeah, man. I can't deal with that, family. Oh, man. Yo, this yo, the Willie Lynch is real, fam. Somebody had to send him, bro. Bro, we gonna have to start now. I'm starting to understand what y'all talking about now, man. You know, I try to help our brothers out. Some people, they be lost. I be trying to, but I can understand. Like, man, I ain't got time, bro. You are deep. Whatever you believe, you are in deep belief of it, and there's nothing that I can do at this point. I don't want to do nothing at this point, bro. That's what I'm saying, bro. We like ain't on this light skin, dark skin. Oh, somebody sent him, bro, to like trying to break down. He probably getting paid to go in every chat. It's been some suspect people been coming into my chat, y'all. That's all I'm saying, bro. It's like for real. Nah, man, he trying to come back in, bro. You got booted. Banned from studio, bro. You getting up out of here. Require your guest to authenticate. To ban a guest, you need to require all guests to authenticate with YouTube or Facebook. Nah, I ain't gonna do y'all like that. But he ain't coming on, bro. That's how you know you're on the right path. Salute, B1 Business. Appreciate, man. Yeah, man, I ain't trying to be, people be having their viewpoints, and this ain't the space for us to change your viewpoint anymore. You guys getting paid and snacks. Yeah, family, like we not here to be going back and forth about FBA. We already did that enough times, family. Whoever feel like that, they feel like that at this point. For real, bro. It gotta be. Like I ain't never heard that don't even make sense what food talking about. They all sent. I thought this dude was joking. He was telling the truth, bro. He was actually serious. They all sent. Yeah, man. This is what we. It's a lot of, and they be designated. This one wasn't designated, but most of the other time they're definitely a Democrat, Pan African. They just fit. They check them boxes. Salute the Zaza, man, for real. They definitely coming to try to. But I get it. That's what y'all was saying in the chat. Y'all was like, "Yo, man, don't let them don't be giving them too much talk time." And that's what I'm gonna start doing. But I am going to hit the chat, man. Hopefully, some of my real people can. Yeah, man. Salute B1. Yeah, but we was talking about them black colleges, man. www. Man, that was crazy. Captain Private, you seen that, man? Gotta watch out, man. I should have known when I seen the crazy stuff in the comment section, but you know how people be. We're gonna get a laugh out of that one. I'm gonna cut that up, man. Big fact, it's a big fact. But y'all know it's still dropping a dime on the Black Caucus, man. Y'all know how we do. We dropping a dime on the Black Caucus. Make sure if y'all ain't signed up, man, y'all do that. Ashley Kirkland, salute. Appreciate you, family. Y'all know we dropping a dime on the Black Caucus, man. The Democrats is looking real bad out here right now. So we just closing it. We just closing it. But yeah, if y'all ain't hit that, make sure y'all smash that like button. That's what I'm saying, B1. They been sent, bro. I know it's some ones that's been sent. Like it's just weird. Like think about it. How many times do you go on a chat somewhere where like it's a whole group of people that's doing their own thing and you're not even in that? Like I never went in a chat or anywhere like that. I don't think nobody would. I don't understand. I think you're gonna go to a place where it's like-minded people. For you to be so far off and to want to be going in the chat, that's a red flag, fam. Yeah. Stay on their neck, WG. Salute, y'all rule. Yeah. Yeah, we getting too many. It's like we getting too many. So it's all good. It all come with the territory. But on this post I put the DOJ. But I'm proud of this one here. In real life, cats like that get lumped up. For real. We mind our business and clearly they don't. Big fact, man. Yeah, all of this colorism, don't nobody talk like that. We don't know nobody that talk like that. That's weird. Our people coming out in many shades. That brother showed he was mentally played. Willie Lynch made him his stepson, and he was just showed that his bread is not done. And that was weird. But y'all know how we do. Y'all know how we do. But I got a little THPP network. Check out how they been, how they do us. Check this out. I just looked up Blue Vein Society. It's a read novel. Okay. I'll take your word for it on that one.
What's your views on Tariq Nasheed? Because he's got this thing called
FBA.
Foundational Black American.
Yeah.
What is that about? Because I feel like that's pure division, if I'm not going to...
It is. But I get it. I don't agree with it, but I get it. This is what it is. There were too many black people from outside Africa, from outside America, going to America.
Salute, Shaquille.
And playing the house.
Not only did she not like Foundational Black, she wished everybody a happy Black American History Month, except Foundational Black Americans.
Happy Black History Month to everyone except the Foundational Black Americans. I hate you. I hate you because let's die. Ooh! If I could gather all of you in one place with a strap to my chest, you know what time it is.
See, that's why the streets got to get into politics. Salute, family. Shaquille Johnson, man, salute. That's why the streets got to get into politics, because nobody would never go into the streets and disrespect somebody. Like, she would never do that, like, face to face. She was at school and just said that in lunch line and just said that to all the Black Americans at school. She knew it would have been real consequences.
Okay, I want you to conceptualize this whole month, which used to be Negro, I think it was Negro History Month is what they called it. That's what it used to be, Negro History Month.
Negro History.
Well, nevertheless, she decided to get her extra caloric self on the internet.
And what it is African Americans spotted this and spotted that there's a consistent pattern. Black Caribbeans, black people from Africa going to America and being the arse. And what the FBA agenda is putting up a wall and saying, no, you guys can't be a part of this if you're going to be on that train.
I mean, what could have possibly happened in her life that now she want to straight go, take everybody? I mean, now she probably got the FBI visiting the house and everything.
Genuinely, what I was speaking out against was the xenophobia that is in the foundational Black American community. If you identify with that foundational Black title, even though it is a lineage, it is a title. If you identify with it, more often than not, you have heard or used xenophobic rhetoric. I use xenophobic rhetoric out of anger. They just use xenophobic rhetoric because it's a normal day in Queens.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, gather around. Everybody take a look. The chickens have definitely come home to roost. The young lady who's making those threats, she lost her job, and now she's online, backsliding, backpedaling, and trying to justify her actions. The funny part is, though, that she absolutely said she uses xenophobic rhetoric when she's angry, but she feels like other people using xenophobic rhetoric aren't angry. Amazing, isn't it? Accountability is kryptonite, even on the continent. You dig?
So I completely understand where the anger could have come from, especially when they're chopping and screwing bits and pieces to make me look divisive as f***. But in reality, I really do love my people.
Why don't you stop lying? Polite savages.
The Civil Rights Bill is the reason why our parents got to come over here.
That's true.
1964, Lyndon Baines Johnson, who was one of the most racist sons on the planet, had to sign that civil rights. But Martin Luther King is sitting right next to him.
Right. Yeah.
So that is the reason why Koreans can come here. Koreans, Indians, Arabs, Nigerians. It's because of the Civil Rights Bill. Right. It's because of African American foundational black coming in here, busting their ass, being treated like shit, being hung, lynched, Jim Crow. From slavery was Jim Crow, segregation, Reconstruction, being promised that they were going to get this, fighting every war. Black people fought in every single war and still being disrespected, not being able to buy homes.
It's quite interesting that, and this is like, we have to frame this that it's not like a diaspora war. It's more of an education. And I'm glad that Godfrey's doing this, because Godfrey is notoriously a Nigerian American. He's proud to be Nigerian American. He, his comedy revolves around being a Nigerian American in much regards. But it's important for us to really point out the historical significance that Black Americans paved the way for the immigrants to actually come here. And so we find it quite intellectually dishonest when you talk to certain immigrants and they don't understand that the civil rights movement paved the way for them to come here. And it wasn't the benevolent attitude of the United States government for the reason why they're here, that the United States government actually bent to the will of not even the majority of the people here, but bent to the will of, the civil rights movement, bent to the will of the Black liberation movement. And that's why, in fact, that these bills were passed in, I believe, 1964.
Understand? Burning up of Black towns.
Yep.
And people go, well, why ain't they? They saw opportunities. There were Black Wall Streets. There were Black banks, Black hospitals, and they came and burned it.
Black excellence.
Black excellence. They came and burned it because a white woman said somebody raped them, and they never did because a white.
And let's not forget that not only is this true, we're talking about Emmett Till.
They used that strategy on us for so long. Oh, the white woman said that you raped her and all of this. They used that to definitely so many times. Every time it was a damn, when they burnt down the town, they used that same strategy. It's crazy, but that's how they do it.
But also the lynchings and the things of that nature that people never want to talk about can be traced back to just a few years ago to Jasper, Texas.
James Byrd Jr. is considered one of the last lynching victims in the United States. On the morning of June 7, 1998, 49-year-old Byrd left his parents' residence and was walking home alone along Huff Creek Road in Jasper, Texas. He was approached by three white men, John William King, Lawrence Russell Brewer, and Sean Allen Berry, who offered him a ride home. Byrd accepted. The men then drove their unsuspecting passenger to a remote area and then beat and urinated on him. They tied him by his ankles to the back of a pickup truck using log chains and dragged him until he died and his body was dismembered.
So, yes, let's not talk about this and frame this, these things happening like 60, 70, 80 years ago. Let's frame these lynchings of happening in Jasper, Texas in the 90s or the 2000s with Mr. Byrd.
White woman lie. So this whole myth of African Americans not seeing opportunity, they did see opportunity, but you imagine, just like colonization in Africa, but imagine everywhere you go, someone is running you out of town.
Interesting.
Someone's trying to kill your son from going to school. So that African Americans see opportunities, but the way the ghettos, first of all, you know where the work.
And just before we get to the next segment, I always say this. I always tell people, listen, I don't need you to like do anything for me. Just when you walk through the door, don't lock it behind you. And I want a lot of the immigrants who come here to understand that when African Americans walk through the door, when Black Americans walk through the door, we didn't lock the door behind us. So we didn't say, okay, give us our rights and screw you guys. We don't want them here. We don't want them here. We don't want them here. And this attitude of inclusion has been in a lot of ways to our downfall. In a lot of ways, it's been against us because these immigrants came here, and not besmirching them, not saying that they're horrible people, but maybe they're just ignorant and don't understand the historical significance of what was done basically in their favor because they're allowed to immigrate to this country and have a green card and have a full set of rights and not just be a student and not just be a servant, right? So I don't think they don't understand like what happened. And so, yeah, it was not to our betterment in a lot of ways, but we do live by the motto of like, we don't want to close the door behind us and lock the door. We're okay with other folks coming in.
Where ghetto comes from, right? It's an Italian word.
Okay.
And it was the island of Ghetto in Venice where they kept Jewish people. That's where ghetto comes from. They kept Jews on the island of Ghetto in Venice, kept them there like a ghetto. And then it transferred over to America because everybody was in the ghettos at one time.
Right.
Italians, Irish, and every Black person was a slave.
So y'all see that the ghettos came from Europe. All that stuff it's not even in our culture. They brought that once we integrated. It's like it brought a lot of that their culture in the eye.
There were Black people that were here in America already.
Oh, that's gonna make them mad.
There were no Indians here when Christopher Columbus got here. There were people from Africa who had been here for over 10,000 years before Christopher Columbus was born. It's time for us to teach our children the truth.
I know some Black people
that's gonna make them mad because let me tell you something. The number one thing that people love to just drop on any Black American is that you guys should be lucky you're here because of slavery. And when Godfrey starts talking these facts, and it is backed up by some significant evidence, people don't like it, but we don't care.
Descendant of slaves, we were already here. You know that Black people were already here. Black people already traveled it. Yeah. Like seafood in this all over the world. We were already, our Black presence is everywhere.
Yeah.
Mexico, go to Mexico, you see Black.
One thing that they do not know, and I can't wait to this get around and everybody understand this, that America was the first inhabited land. This is where, how they talk about Africa was the first, it's the other way around to America. I can't wait till that becomes mainstream. It's probably going to take another 3-4 years. And then this is going to be mainly known. But we got to know it, first right here. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel. You heard that here first.
Oaxaca, Mexico, 200,000 Africans. There's Black Mexicans in Oaxaca.
It's interesting because when I was visiting Oaxaca, there's a lot of, they live on La Costa. So the Black folks live on the coast. They're fishermen. They have songs about them in Mexico. It's very interesting. So one thing I will say is that the Afro-Mexicanos are about 4%. They have a long history. And, Oaxaca, Guerrero, Puebla, there are some of those folks there. All right, let's go.
All of them. can be affected by this. There's always got to be certain people who rise above it, regardless of what the situation is. It's just the natural nature of thing. Weeds grow through gardens, you name it. Why do you think it is that a country like Jamaica or Africa, where they too have had their deprivations, had their colonialism, had their slavery, why do they go somewhere and tend to excel amongst people who also have gone through it?
Because you're not comparing like with like. That's why.
Exactly.
A lot of us think we are comparing like with like. You're not.
Why are Black Africans doing way better than African Americans?
Because it's not race. The people
it's not race.
The people that are willing to cross the Atlantic Ocean, you're already selecting for a hyper. Do you think poor people from Kenya are coming to the United States?
They are.
You think poor? No, they're not. Dude, Nigerians in the United States are the highest immigrant group of PhDs, more than white people, more than Chinese people, more than anybody else. Some of your most highly educated groups of people in the United States are people from Kenya, are people from Nigeria. The experience of an African immigrant in the United States is way different than the experience of an African American. If you're an African immigrant, you might as well be white or European.
What?
Yes.
Let me explain. Generally speaking, Caribbeans in America, not the ones in the Caribbean, but the ones in America,
FBA
will represent the top 10%.
Queen FBA, what's good, family? Appreciate you tapping in. Not like the FBA queens who put indigenous names beyond Turtle Island and Abaya Yala. Different nations use their own names such as Semihumac, Aztec, and Tatutusio. Okay. Shout out to Queen FBA, man. The Queen's in the building.
So if you're really going to compare like with like, you have to compare the top 10% of Caribbeans with the top 10%.
See, I hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, push me on the algorithm.
Of African Americans.
Okay.
And when you compare the two, the African Americans are slaughtering us, bro. Not
Exactly. And, you know, this gentleman's framing it a lot better than I have before. But what I'm saying is that whenever we come into these comparisons and we say, well, look, they come over here and they do this and they do that, and you guys are all stuck in the ghetto, even though 51% of us, 52% of us, 54% of us by some counts are in the middle class. So basically not in the ghetto. But you have to compare apples to apples and oranges to oranges. And what I mean is that don't take the top 10% from this community and put them up against a high school dropout in this community and say, why isn't there a parallel and an understanding here and an equilibrium here? Take the top 10% from each community and compare them. Let's see who does better. And I'm telling you, the only way that Black Americans are outperformed when you do that, talking about other folks from the diaspora and Black America, is with marriage percentage and how many people get married and stay married.
Oh, it's not even close. It's a massacre. But what it is we compare the top 10% with your average African American. You're not comparing like with like. And if you compare your average African American, you're 51, you know, you've got 1 to 100 and Mr. number 51. Number 51 is richer by a factor of 20 than your average Jamaican.
Mm-hmm.
Do you see? So what happens is it's a perception thing. Now let's be clear. We can all point to people from outside America. Go to America and rise.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Colin Powell did that. Kamala Davy Harris has done that, whatever. But you can't pretend that's typical.
Exactly.
Do you see?
Yeah.
But what happens is because we live in a world where people don't really have full pictures, you can take the exception, use that to smack around African Americans' faces. You know, this guy just got off the boat. He's doing better than you. Not realizing, but for my man to have got on the boat in the first place, he wasn't typical of the country that he was coming from.
I'm not saying that, you know, we should close the door and lock it behind us. Only thing I'm saying is that
now I'm understanding what they're saying. You want nothing in your country, so right, that's your peak. You coming here and you having, you know what I'm saying, just our standard way of living is like your peak. That's the best you'll ever, you know. But for us, we'll be like, you know, kind of like, it's an understatement. But
please understand when you come here who went through the door. We don't have to frame this as a war. We don't have to frame this.
I'm with him on that though, man. We kick down the door so y'all can come in. Take your shoes off and pay respect, man. They all want to imitate us, but none want to us despite being jealous that they are not us. Miss Watchman. That's the name you got, Miss Watchman. You watching, huh? Salute, family. Yeah, but they saying it nice. They being nice about it, but no more Mr. Nice Guy. Check this out though. Ilhan Omar going crazy right now on the internet. Salute big.
People wait years, even decades. When Operation Paris was announced in January, we knew that U.S. CIS would have a hard time finding fraud. Refugees are among the most vetted people in the entire world. People wait years, even decades, to get through the vetting process of the FBI, DHS, Defense Department, and multiple security agencies. There is absolutely no reason for Trump to claim there is a rampant fraud in the refugee system, because we know this isn't about fraud. This is about targeting people from Black and brown countries simply because Stephen Miller doesn't want us here. My family fled.
Y'all hear this? Black and brown, disrespectful. Don't group me in with nobody.
Civil War when I was 8 years old. We lived in a refugee camp for 4 years, waiting for our paperwork to be processed, waiting and hoping that we would one day have a chance at the American dream, waiting for our chance at peace and stability and opportunity. For many refugees escaping paramilitary violence, masked agents of government, and corrupt court systems. They know firsthand what it's like to be targeted by an authoritarian government. They know what it's like to have.
Bro, we don't care. This is not our problem. And listen, y'all, it's not mine. Nobody cared. When our towns got burnt down, we just had to deal with it. Nobody ain't saying, man, we owe y'all reparations. So it's like, we don't care, bruh. They want to have us guilt trip us. Like, it was so bad in my country. Fix it. Like, that don't give you rights to just come into somebody else's country, bro. I'm tired of this narrative, bro. It's like, cause your country is so bad, it's like nobody don't care nothing about that. Cause they don't care nothing about the stuff that we've been through on this country. So stay there. If it's hard and you're going through it, stay there. Deal with it. That's what they telling us here on this land. They get here and tell us to deal with it, bro. Y'all gotta pull yourself up by your bootstraps. Pull yourself up by your bootstraps. For real, bro. It's like all of these, we gotta keep hearing people from doing that. You think them other countries would care if we had problems and we like, oh, we trying to get over? They wouldn't care about what we got going on in this country. That's our business. You gonna come to another country pleading, yes, thank you for your refugees. You got me here. It's like, bro, I don't know. It's kind of lame to me, family. It's real lame.
Have their front door smashed in without a warrant. They know what it's like to be surveilled and targeted and arrested for no reason. And they did not expect it to finally get to the United States only to experience a similar terror here. What horrifies me the most is that this is really just an excuse.
Right. You seeing the similar terror here, which means you should have just stayed home and dealt with that. You should have just stayed home and dealt with deal with your issue. You come all the way over here, you run from it and think that you're running from your problem. Nope, you're not running from your problem. It's getting worse. Now you might go to jail. Now the people on the land upset with you because you're taking their resources. Now it's not looking good for you. When you could have just did that on your own homeland and you would have been a lot safer. Only claiming black because they need us. For real. Don't put that black in there now.
To traumatize and terrorize people who have already experienced unimaginable suffering and fear. It is an excuse to drive people out of public life. It is an excuse to break people, to make them so afraid that they are willingly leaving the United States rather than fight the illegal actions of the Trump administration. In so many...
Damn right, we know y'all gonna run. You know they're a road runner. They already road runner. You put a little pressure on them, they out of here. They gonna leave the country, man. They gonna leave their shoes and clothes and all and get up out of there. So that's crazy that she said that. She said it's people that just gonna get up and leave. They're a track star, man. You know that's why they left their country. They already a track star. You put a little pressure on them, they out of here. Pew. No, they not black. She like, man, for the people who left that they were scared. That's one thing they know how to do real well is leave. They know how to leave real well, man. They know when to fold them. They know when to fold them. It's time to get up out of here. Sometimes it's time to get up out of here, fam. It's life. It's life, man. Sometimes it's time to get up out of there. They do what they do. For real, they do what they do.
In these cases, people are injured, denied medication, shipped to Texas, or held at Whipple Building for days. People eventually had interviews with USCIS. They were granted a green card, and then they were released on the streets in Texas without phones, IDs, or any way to get back home. In what world does this make sense? In what world is this efficient use of our tax dollars? In what world is this acceptable way to treat?
What you mean our tax dollars? Y'all need to be paying taxes. It needs to be a reform, bro. You know, it needs to be a reform. They speaking like our tax dollars. You can't even how can you speak like this as an immigrant? Bro, you got some countries, if you yell too loud, you'll go to jail. We too soft over here for the immigrant.
Human beings. I am so grateful that the advocates and their partners are fighting this in court. And clearly the judge's initial temporary restraining orders show how cruel and necessary and illegal this operation is. And this is just the first step. We need full accountability for the officials who created such a blatant illegal operation. We need accountability for the agents who hurt people and denied medical care. We need accountability for the agents who threw people out into the streets without no way to get home after being illegally arrested. And we need accountability for Stephen Miller, Kristi Noem, Greg Bovino, and every member of this administration who thought they were above the law. I am again very grateful to everyone here, everyone who has been advocating, the incredible Minnesotans who show people that Minnesota nice is not something we say, but it's something we live. Thank you.
So y'all see how this talking about Minnesota nice. I don't care about that Minnesota nice. Queen FBA put right, we are too soft over here in America towards immigrants. Big facts, man. They can come over here and get in political office. Ain't no way you should be in political office, bro. You just snuck over to the country 10 years ago, and now you telling the people in the country what to do. And it's crazy, fam. That don't even make sense. Nigga said I need to run for Congress. Should have been in jail a long time ago. For real, lesson learned. We got to start putting pressure on them, man. Like, hey, bro, it ain't safe for you, man, if you ain't from here to be talking about another country politics. That ain't, I wouldn't do that if I was you. You gotta hit him like that. Like, then everybody gonna know exactly what we talking about. My bad, y'all. I gotta play the down behind later. This how they feel. This how they feel. Check this out.
I know that everybody.
The foundational people are crazy. Let's just start there.
I heard talking.
It is an act of desperation to call yourself anything other than what you are. Why are you always looking to be called something else?
Now, see, they so uneducated. They don't know that we've been reclassified so many times by not us. So now we classifying us. Hey, fam, I hope everyone is doing amazing. Shout out to you, Levon. Do not vote Democrat for the midterms, family. Vote Republican or vote for the couch. Dang, I totally agree, my body, because let that be FBA in Congress, she or he would have been locked up. Big fact. This is African lady.
We are a rich culture. We are a beautiful culture. And when you have a high cultural self-esteem, then you go anywhere in the world, and it is not reductive to be in proximity to anyone else. I never feel small in Nigeria. When I leave Nigeria, I even feel more full. You know what I'm saying? Because I can see so many similarities. I can embrace the Nigerian national culture, but also all the ethnicities within it for its each individual beauty. It makes me feel fuller.
Yeah.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
And when you have that high, just like cultural self-esteem, right? It just makes it so much easier.
You see how contradictory she is? She was just talking about FBA, but now she's talking about her cultural self-esteem. These people don't nobody sound educated enough to win the case of what they saying. It's like it's still a void there.
Easier. So I don't subscribe to this whole foundational Black American, the whole tab.
You from freaking Nigeria. You ain't supposed to subscribe to it. What's wrong with her, family? Do you subscribe to all of them scammers that be going on down there? Do you claim that? That's what
The Sudan, the flag, all this. What's wrong with being African American?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You're trying to take the African out of it because you're anti-African.
What the? Why we ain't anti? That's not where we from. Y'all see how they try to twist it and they mad. It's like, family. If we so insignificant, nobody hates Africa more than Africa. Just because we want to take the African out of our name. Check this out though. You know what's the funny thing about that? Is no other black people who look like us and that's from other countries, they don't have Africa on their name. So she shouldn't have a problem because nobody else do it. Pinky Wells, what's good? V in the building. Be up and not going back to sleep. Shout out D Thomas, man. 50 million black Americans with a GDP of 3 trillion annually and another 1.2 trillion dollars in taxes. Yeah, man, we got to get to it. If y'all ain't on the Discord, that's where we it goes down.
Because you're xenophobic. The foundation.
See, it go back to that you're xenophobic. They care so much, family. It's like nobody really have a clear. It don't make sense when they talk about it. It's easily dismissible for him. They mad because they can't eat off our backs no more. They can't. They can't come here and be exclusive. They gonna come here and be a foreigner, an immigrant. They could just be able to come here and get right in with Foundation of Black America. Have people thinking they like, they Foundation of Black America. It's crazy. But hey, no more. We ain't doing it no more. I'm finna open up.
Today, we will hear Black Americans responding to an African man admitting the agenda of African immigrants coming to America. Check it out.
Now, my conversation is how we need to.
Hey, that's funny. Check it out. That's how it is for real, though, y'all. We delineated. They trying to get in the door. They can't even get in. Salute. That was a good one. That was a good one right there. Y'all see the flag. Hey, that's crazy, fam. You can't leave us out here. Open the door. You can't leave us out here. Fam, they did that. They did that. They did that.
Today, we will hear Black Americans responding to an African man admitting the agenda of African immigrants coming to America. Check it out.
Now, my conversation is how we need to find a way to get the Africans here. So we need to get jobs that nobody's taking so that the Africans can take over, how Africans can send money back home so we could build Africa. And I don't give a fuck about anyone else. I'm serious.
So, family, here's the thing. It's always been like that. This is why there's such a pushback. It's always been like that. That always been the mentality. And the moment you get mad, again, this is why I always say, it's always kumbaya, love, and everything. Just get people mad, and then you'll see the real. It's always been like that, and that's why people realize. We've realized we've been pouring. Matter of fact, I'm going to show you right now. This is what we've been doing. So we've been pouring our empty cups into everyone for the last 65 years. And pouring. Nothing's been reciprocated. Our cup is not being refilled. We've been the emotional currency of the world. We've been jumping in front of everyone's atrocities, and we've been pouring and pouring. Everyone just did their own thing and focused on self with that same mentality and continue to pour and pour and pour until we have nothing left, right? And now we have our cups empty, and you still want us to pour into other people with drops. We're not doing that no more, family. It's time for us to pour into our own cups. It's time for us to start refilling and making sure we focus on us first, because we've been focused on everybody. We've been the carpet for the world to walk on for the last 65 years. We've been jumping in front of.
Listen, y'all, it's blackout short stopping. That's the motto right now. We got to fill up our own cup. You're no longer allowed to go to them immigrant stores in your neighborhood on the corner. We got to tell people that, bro, this is off code. We got to focus on us. We can't let them dollars come out of our community, bro. It's a crime. For us letting that money, trillions of dollars going out the community, it's a crime, family. We can't do that. We got to give. We got to spend the money with us, man. Yeah, and it's going to take people leading. Some people going to have to be, we might have to stand out there and telling people that this has to be acknowledged from coast to coast, man. Once everybody know this, we just became we just got so much money, it's crazy. Yeah, it ain't no black corner stores. So if it ain't no black corner stores, we can't spend at corner stores, bro. We got a lot of elders buying lottery tickets and stuff like that, family. It's a lot got to change, man. We literally giving them billions and billions of dollars, other ethnicities, family. We're patronizing their businesses for no reason. And they don't even like you. It's crazy, family. Shout out to Curly Locks, man. I appreciate you. That support. Yeah, man. So that's what we pushing, y'all. That's what we pushing, man. Where's my comment? Where your comment? What they took it out? We can start with a little store at the community centers and churches. That's what I'm saying, family, because those ingredients in those corner stores, they don't care about us, family. That's why we can't accept and we shouldn't be accepting stuff from other races because they'll sell us whatever to get money. They don't care. Y'all know how much expired stuff they selling in them corner stores to them kids, man. Stuff been sitting there for months. We actually need to put our communities and minds together to bring back Black Wall Street. Facts. This is the start of it, fam. We got to realize how important our money is, bro. We just be giving our money away. And nobody else does that. You are right, FBA Water Guard. Salute, family. I appreciate that. Yeah, man, we gotta make it. You gotta. It's gonna be frowned upon, bro. Just to know that you spending your money outside of where it needs to be going. We just gotta put the challenge out there. Yeah, the change is coming. This is a part of our delineation. To be real, this is a part of our delineation. It's like delineation definitely mean where you spending your money. Delineate that money. That money needs to be delineated. I always encourage Black businesses, ownership. It creates money and jobs for ourselves, for real. And a lot of our people too, we gotta know that it don't matter. We don't have to. Everybody ain't gotta be the chief, bro. We need to be comfortable because we comfortable with doing it in their system. We ain't the head. We just making money. We gotta be comfortable with being in our organizations and our companies and just we playing a position. We gotta have that spirit. This is definitely a start for FBAs to turn this table all the way around. Facts, fam. So that's what we're gonna be pushing the motto, man. We're gonna come out with the shirts. We're gonna come out with just pushing this rhetoric. I'm gonna keep dropping videos that got to do with the culture and trying to push this. So everybody know from Oakland to Philly to New York, Florida, we all like, what? Oh, you can't be spending no money outside your lineage, fam. That's disrespectful. So out here, their Black restaurants don't have Black employees. I'm not worried about that. If it's a Black restaurant and they don't have all Black employees, that's not, you know what I'm saying? We need some Black businesses to where You don't even know that they're a black business family. To be real, for real. Indigenous warrior. I'm telling you, we just need people that's like they just want to play a part into the movement. That's it. That's it, family. Like when it gets to all of this other stuff, people can't. No, we need you to just be a solid role player. That's all we need, family. Yeah, because we got to make sure people staying on code. My daddy told me, the tail shall be the head. Sunflowers. Yeah. No, Ruby, they still in your comments. Hey man, look, this is some really this really serious business, man. What we talking about here is blocking people from getting a lot of money. It's politically we going at, the powers that be. So they definitely sending people here. That dude that was in my chat, he went on my Instagram, writing demonic people on all my pictures and stuff. So like, why would you waste time doing all of that, man? All said, I will be listening. Soul food restaurants have others working. Yeah, I want our people to benefit too. Definitely. But with the jobs. But if we got black businesses, that's a good start, Some businesses, like, it works if you got a black business. Like I was watching a movie about a dude. Dang, it's crazy. I can't think of his name right now. He was a great though, and he had a record label and he had a white artist on there. And he became Clarence. Dang, what's his name? Clarence something. Y'all gotta help me with that. But all I'm saying is YouTube monitors are snatching comments. Make your comment in 2 or 3 posts. Yeah. Yeah, they've been on me heavy. So it's all good though. We gonna keep moving. We got that app, man. Shout out to Don Jeter, man, been helping me get stuff right. But I'm trying to focus on the app, man. Make sure y'all support the channel. Cause we're trying to get things going. Things we're trying to do. So just to, how they say you either growing or you dying. But time to get away from mom and pop operations and get big dollars. Industries that's making real money. Salute. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all, man. We gotta get into industries. We gotta get into certain industries to where you don't even know. You know what I'm saying? You from the outside looking in, you don't know who owns it. You don't know what culture owns it. We have to have businesses like that too. YouTube money. Yeah, man, they got it like that in Harlem, man. It's this restaurant, Jacobs in Harlem. I love it, bro. But it's ran by Africans. But they got soul food, good too. Like crazy good. I was talking to a younger FBA employee, telling her the spin was black. She said she don't want to. Unfortunately, she believes in the stereotype. We have to keep talking to the youth. Yeah, we got to keep talking to the youth, but we also got to tell them to they got to be innovative. But once it's a big thing, the youth gonna follow. You know what I'm saying? It's just they see we ain't standing on business together, so you put no matter no matter how good the food is, stop eating it. Yeah, that's up there. I can't even get there, but I found out somebody told me about the spot. I was thinking, this is Harlem, New York. This is one of but they had to have bought the restaurant from an FBA man or something. The youth will do what they see the elders doing for real. They gonna follow suit. Each one teach one. Fee from H-Town. What's good, family? What up, family? I'm in Houston and I've been a Willie D fan for decades. He used to promote all FBA before he was a turn. Not sure what happened to him. So really disappointed. His FBA fan. Willie D. Dang, so Fee from H-Town, did you come to the channel from that Willie D video I did? Let the immigrants eat the immigrant cooked food. Yeah. Yeah, we got to be that example, man. Shout out to YTB, man, too, cause we got some youngers on our channel too that we gonna have them, and they rocking with what we saying, the blackout shortstop. But yeah, man, I used to rock with Willie D too, man. I used to rock with Willie D. Salute to you, Fee. Yeah, man, I used to rock with Willie D heavy too, man. I was seeing the off coldness. It's like everybody got to understand it's worth way more money, you know, to see how much money these people making is you make way more money crossing over your people, bro. It's a shame, but stupid big money too. That you can get that same from just staying loyal to your people. You probably ain't gonna get as much, but you gonna have enough to where you straight. Y'all smash that like button. Salute the sweet butters. I've been that example for 30 years. I don't spend my money with the others, black owned or big box stores. But not only that, Pinky, we gotta make it more easier and more comfortable, and we gotta bring on ownerships. That's why you gotta join my Monday night think tank, because we gotta put people in position. So we got the options to purchase from our people, and we know where it is, and we got some few strategies that we're gonna talk about, but we got to know what we selling, and we got to know where to get what we selling. So salute, Ruby. I appreciate that. So yeah, it's a lot more that got to be set up. That's what we working on, Pinky Wells. We got that, and we got a strategy that we're gonna do. So yeah, it's a lot of things we got to do, and we also got to be looking at what businesses are profiting the most off of us, and we got to be short stopping those businesses. Like any business that's in our culture, we got to shortstop them. Lotus Tide, what's good, family? Yeah, it's good. We need to fund and support people. Private lending for sure. Dang, Fee from H-Town. I thought he'll never. Man, Fee from H-Town, I'll never sell out on you, man. You listen, you in a good spot now. We ain't gonna sell out on you over here, Fee. I'm gonna hold you down. All these groups suck off our teas. That's right. Boycotting works wonders. Walmart is a big box. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. Fee, we ain't finna let you down, Fee from H-Town, man. We listen. We stand on code, loyal to the soil. Talk to you all, literally tell what the problem is, and watch AI tell you what exactly to do. Okay. Okay. Lotus tapping in on this Friday night. I'm not computer savvy. I do not know how to get into the rooms you speak about, but I am willing to learn because what you say about FBA family is real. Dang. I appreciate that, man. It's just, I feel like it's the real thing that we have to do. No more money outside, bro. I mean, even when I be seeing people, man, at the lines at these Chinese restaurants, I'd be like, dang, bro, we got to get on code. I know I can't get everybody, but in my own opinion, the old ways we used to do things are done. We've done Black Wall Street and innovations. I believe that we are about to encounter something new and our enemies will be left. I believe that too. I believe that just with our influence and this internet, I believe we finna break into something. Volo Television, what's good, family? Always support me, man, bro. I appreciate you, brother. Gen X, management, business, economics. Yeah. Oh, Ruby put, I am a woman. Okay, Ruby, I was talking about Volo Television. Just subscribe. Okay. Appreciate you subscribing to the channel, man. Man, the people that I got that come on this channel, shout out to the mods and everybody who's supporting. Top tier, family. Top tier. It's all good, for real. Yeah, tobacco, clothing, food, etc. They make a lot of money off. I gotta put you up here. They make a lot of money off those products alone off of us. We start spending, they will go out of business, right? But we gotta make them too. Like, I want to start a fund to where I want to be able to manufacture everything, like be able to start a manufacturing. So we don't gotta go to nothing for manufacturing. We already gonna have something right here in Florida. You got all your manufacturing needs. The more black people get on code, the stronger we'll become. Handle that opposition accordingly. For real. Hold all money unless for food. Nothing else till we straight. For real, sweet butters. Sweet butters. That name, man. That name, Sweet Butter. I am down with that. What about Brooklyn, New York? What you mean you down with that? I mean, you got to get down with us. We're the group. Listen, we're going to be starting something right here, man. Y'all tapped into us. Please stay tapped into the family. We're going to grow our little group into doing that, into growing the word. We're going to have our little regions. We just need y'all to tap in and bring your talent. That's really what it comes down to. We need you to come on Mondays at 10, have that conversation, and then we're going to, run the play. We just need you to play a role. But self-preservation is key. We trying to really put businesses out here and like compete with anybody who's getting money off of us. I want to make it to where it's very hard to get money off of us. Think about it. Don't nobody make businesses, for people, from the immigrants. We're not doing that. we ain't making a restaurant for the immigrants that's here because it's not, it's not good business. I want to make it not good business for people to be like, dang, bro, I want to sell to black people. They're gonna be like, damn, you ain't gonna make no money. No spending. Even if you don't make it, but you sell it, try Walmart to sell to more people. Yeah, but that's why I want people to fund and I want y'all to get into the group because I will have it to where my homie was just telling me how he made a whole he made football jerseys from scratch. And I'm like, dang, we can really manufacture everything. We just gotta pool our money together, get the right equipment. We don't need nobody. You got stuff right now, it's a 3D machine that could build houses. Technology is so raw right now. We don't really, you know what I'm saying? We the source, for real, for real. If we got something going, everybody is going to influence and start spending money where we spending money. That's how powerful like our influence is. Salute Volo Television. Cool, not like us, MBE for real. She put Monday 10 p.m. where? On Discord, Sweet Butter. On the Discord, man. That's why y'all got to be tapped in. That's how we going to make the moves. Every Monday at 10 p.m. we go over real deal. This is the plan. The blackout shortstop. And we getting businesses up in different areas, man. The Black Panthers is American as apple pie. FBA have the capability to create its own Wakanda. Big facts, man. Somebody put that put the Discord link in there for Sweet Butters. I'm gonna put it in the private chat though. I'm just saying we don't want it. Yeah, man. I need y'all to come on along. Monday, 10 o'clock. Bring your best top hat, that make you, you know what I'm saying? That make you think a lot better. Bring it. All right, I put it in the private chat, Sweet Butter. Oh man, what's up with y'all in these names, fam? Shout out to Sweet Butter though. Put the link. I put the link in the I put the link in the private chat. We put you Cherokee and Blackfoot. Yeah, that's what's up. Yeah, we got a little Blackfoot. Got a little Blackfoot in our my mom's dad is Blackfoot Indian. But my mom's mom is Cherokee Indian. But that other side is Cherokee. I put the link in the Sweet Butters. Y'all in these names, man. Cree. Tell it simple old folks have trouble. It's the private chat. Y'all help out. Let me put it in here for you. The Sweet Butters. Yes, download that app for sure. We put our heads together with you smart people. We're gonna be right where we want to be. Shout out to little big Mama Joan. Salute to the chat, man. Oh, you in that quick? Talking about you not good with technology. Sweet Butters, what you talking about? We definitely need the black ranks. How will you be able to keep tethers out of the Discord? Yeah. That's cool, but if you don't support black, we can't support nothing. You know? For real. You can't support nothing. Yeah, we're gonna keep the tethers out the chat, man. I'm finna do a we're gonna vet some of them, but it look like we good right now, but gotta keep the tethers out the Discord. We changing from Discord too, so get into the Discord so you know where we gonna be at. Yeah, man. I appreciate everybody's support tonight. Okay, seasoned people go to Google Play Store, type in Discord. Big facts, big facts. But yeah, man. I appreciate everybody who been supporting the channel too, man. Definitely a way where we gon' I want to help the other seniors. I'm 69. Okay, sweet butters. Yeah, man, you can help the elders out too. We need to help them from spending that money on that lotto, man. Oh, the petition doing so well, man. I appreciate everybody who been email lists and codes. Yep. That's why I want to get everybody on my Substack account, because we're able to get your email. Like if I would have had all my people's emails from YouTube right now, we'll be in the game, y'all. Like, but we don't got that. So if we had y'all emails and phone numbers, we could just put a little code out there. But this is how the let me refresh it. Yeah, so we at 144 and we just dropped it today. We doing good. Brother, put it on him. Hope you're safe. Brother, put it on him. Hope you're safe. Email list. United States government and banking institutions collect much black tax dollar. What you mean, Ronald Yerleton, bro? I'm always safe. You gotta help the elders with the tech, simply moving around these YouTube streets. Big facts. Yeah, the petition growing, man. I mean, we got 144 in the first day. That's like the most I ever got in one day. So I only had one successful petition though. Right now, everyone's still in the work, and that was the Black Panther Party one. Be safe out there, bro. What you mean? Be safe out there, man. You feel me? I'm the dangerous one, fam. I'm the dangerous one, family, for real. Gotta help. Yeah, Substack app. Rob the Water God on the Substack. Fee from H-Town. Salute, man. I gotta be Fee replacement. I'm finna do well, Fee. For real, bro. They be trying to they be seeing how I be freely and saying what it is and not caring and thinking I'm not supposed to be scared to say what I'm saying, bro. Like, man, our people died. Our people went through a lot just standing on business. So nobody worried about that safe talk, man. Right. I stay ready, man. Directors. Where's the petition? The petition is in my community section. If you go to my community section on my YouTube page, you can see it right there, or it's in the comment section. It's in the description of the video. Yeah, he dropped the torch. But sometimes them guys just be getting money, man. It's not even about that. It's like somebody offering you 100,000, for one video, and you to say this. Some people don't got no integrity. Sticking with your people is gonna come with you gotta see them winning through the success through them and not getting money through somebody else, man. Yup, Rob the Water God. It's gonna be spelled Water God, GAWD. Yeah, Substack. But I'm starting on that Substack because I want to be able to get emails and send. We may want to have to send out some information through emails. But yeah, we're gonna get that. We're trying to get this. We're trying to drop a dime on the CBC right now. But this was one of my better performing petitions. So hopefully it get popping. I like that. 10 toes down on our own frown. You mean 10 toes down on our own ground? Okay. I had some loyal to the soil. I got some shirts, man. I'm trying to come out with. I'm gonna drop them. I got some stuff designed up, but I wanna where y'all could support the channel. Man, y'all names is something else. Family, y'all names is something else. Okay, we got Sweet Butters on. We're trying to drop a dime on the CBC right now. Sweet Butters, how you doing? You got to turn your TV off. We hear that too now. But this was one of my better performing. Hey, turn your TV down. One of my better performing petitions. So I couldn't wait. Hopefully it get popping. I like that. 10 toes down on our own ground. Dang, that's so late. She must have rewinded it. You mean 10 toes down on our own ground? Your okay. Turn your TV down, Sweet Butters.
It's our shit.
Oh,
it's our shit.
I had some loyal to the story. Okay. I got some shirts, man. I'm trying to come out with. I'm gonna drop them. I got them got some stuff designed up.
Mute your YouTube, Sweet Butters. Mute your YouTube.
I got
support the charity.
I got a t-shirt guy, a printer. I got a man that prints t-shirts. Can you hear me?
Yeah, what city you in?
Can you hear me?
Yes, mute your TV.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you, but mute your TV.
Can you hear me?
Okay,
Yes,
you got
I can
Sweet
hear you.
Butters on.
TV
I'm trying to drop it down on the CGC right now. Sweet Butters, how you doing? You got to turn your TV off. We hear that too now. This is one of my better performers.
Okay, there you go.
Turn your TV down.
Okay, you got it.
Better performing petition. So,
reparations movement. There you go. You turned it down?
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you now. Bless your heart, man. Bless your heart. Sweet Butters. What's up now? Can you hear me? Sweet Butters, can you hear me? Victorious, what's good, family? Patience with the elders, huh? She put, I can't find the sound. That's all right. We got you. Salute to the elders, man. Victorious, did you sign that petition? Now you know we need you. Victorious spirit. Crazy. All right, Sweet Butters. You can't get the mic. Oh, your performance is excellent. Salute, man. She just got here. Victorious, right on the screen here, Victorious. I done put a dime on. I done dropped a dime on the CBC. I need you to help push this forward. And we blacking out the corner stores and the Chinese stores. We ain't spending no money there. We need you to spread the word. I know you famous too. It's in the community section. Oh, Pinky Wells want to sign. Yeah, we need y'all to sign the petition. Y'all got to let them corner stores know, hey, man, it's a ban on you, too. We not even supposed to shop there. How many signatures we need? I mean, we didn't need much for the Black Panther Party to stop doing that. We got a victory on that. So it all depends on who it touched. Sweet Butters back in the building. Let me see. Sweet Butters, how you doing?
Oh, I'm good now that I figured out how to get the sound to go and what button to push. I was messing up.
That's all right. We here to work with you. We here to get you. I heard you say in the comments, we got to get the elders right with this technology. So
even just regular phone, a lot of us don't know how. I mean, I do because I'm just, I got to follow kids. So whatever the kids are doing, that I have them always teach me. So if there's a teenager around, I'll ask them. See, because old people don't like to look like they don't know something. So it's easier for them to work with a 13, 14, 15-year-old that makes it just, oh, look, you just touch that. You just hit that. You just do that. And they're right there. They'll show you. My grandson's the one that showed me, and he was 9. My grandson showed me. I didn't know how to do this stuff. My grandson taught me. I watched him doing his little games and stuff. And he told me he was a pyromaniac because he was in there going boom, boom, blowing stuff up on his games. I was like, ooh, these games are, and really you do need to be in there watching them games.
Right.
Because they got pedophiles in them games, in them chat rooms. They got pedophiles real bad. Real bad. They're using is it Roadblocks? Is that the name of something?
Yeah.
At Roadblocks, they have a lot of pedophiles in there. They go in there as kids. They act like they're kids. And then what they do is they tell the little kids to do this or that. And then if they do, they blackmail them. That's why the little kids be doing suicide, because of what these people be holding over them. So you got to stay in them rooms with the kids.
For real.
Yeah.
Dang.
So
But
I
what
think everything you talking about, it sounds real good. These people are mad. I'm gonna tell you what they do. You remember the famous quote in the Malcolm X? Get out my pockets.
Mm-hmm.
Get out my pocket.
Get your hand out my pockets. Yeah.
Get your hands out my pocket. That's what it is. We done told them to get their hands out my pockets.
Mm-hmm.
Get from behind my skirt. Every time they have anything the Democrats want to do, the first, the lead in, because I used to be in journalism. I'm a photographer, so I was a photo editor at the university I went to at Cal State LA. So they teach you to get a catchy, like you were talking about a thumbnail. Was that you? But anyway, they want a catchy, they want a catchy title. They say if it bleeds, it leads. So anything that's grotesque, violent, anything like that in the newspaper, it's always bad news because they're trying to catch you off the title. So they'll put black people so and so, and then they'll talk all about people of color, minorities, disadvantaged youth. But that don't mean us. That's what happened with DEI. Diversity, equity, and inclusion. We wasn't included. They was included under us. So when we pull our name out, they ain't got shit to stand on.
Right. Mm-hmm. I like that.
And that idea about going to the CBC, honey, we all need to go up to the Capitol. Man, if I had some money, I would we need to all have whoever can get up there. Because the Congressional Black Caucus needs to take the black out. You the Congressional Immigrant Caucus. Don't be calling yourself the Black Caucus. You don't do anything for black people. You do everything for immigrants. Tell the truth and shame the devil.
Mm-hmm. So true. Preach, mama. Preach, man.
I don't want to. Yeah, I want that money to come where it's supposed to come. But see, Jeffrey Epstein, I just seen a little interview by Jeffrey because, he's a financial wizard.
Right.
Now we know what he was really a wizard in them Satanistic, a real wizard. So he says everything got messed up by Bill Clinton. Everybody wanted to buy a house. And that's, so the guy said, so because black people and white, he said black people, and of course he added somebody else, blacks and whatever, want to buy homes or were able to buy homes. In other words, Epstein is so racist. He was blaming the economic stuff on our strength. We're able to buy homes, but that's not good for them. Clinton did. He took all of the training money, the education, everything. He shifted it over to the immigrants. And let me stop. In 1965, I've been the Most High downloaded this to me. 1965. LBJ had killed Kennedy.
Right.
To get in there.
Mm-hmm.
Because he was a Dixiecrat. Now, both presidents that were assassinated, Lincoln and Kennedy, had a Johnson for a vice president. Andrew Johnson and LBJ. Lyndon Baines Johnson.
Okay.
Both presidents that were assassinated had vice president. Now, the vice president that Lincoln had, he had a split party. Lincoln was a Republican, but Johnson was a Democrat, a Southern Democrat. So when the war was over, he gave all the slaveholders in the South $1 million. He gave them reparations for losing their slaves. Did you know that?
Yeah,
they got reparations.
Yeah.
Okay.
In Washington, D.C. Only in Washington, D.C.
So we took off real good. We were, it was Reconstruction. They saw that our population was going to put us in charge. So they had a massacre in Wilmington, North Carolina, because that was the stronghold of what they call the Fusion Party, because we did have 3 parties. And we had 22? We had a bunch of House of Representatives. That's when they split it and they didn't do one man, one vote. They came up with that electoral college shit to water us down.
Mm-hmm.
They did some stuff called what was it? The three, something about the compromise. Anyway, so now the same thing happened. They got scared. Then the Democrats, go look, you guys, type this in. Somebody type in Birth of a Nation, a black and white film, and it's silent film. Okay, it's about 3 hours long. They played that at the White House with Woodrow Wilson had a theater, and they was pumping that movie. Now, from that day, the Screws, you know who the Screws are, the small hat? The Screws started in making movies. They always did something. They never did anything that actually took, like they were doing blackface, entertainment, and then they started making movies. And you saw the way that they made the black man over sexual, violent, all that. Neely Fuller said the 3 T's: trashy, tacky, and terroristic. Trashy, tacky, and terroristic. We don't want to be none of that. We don't want our image to be none of that. Tacky, that comes from them Caribbean pulling all their clothes off, shaking they twerk. They got little babies twerking. That's Caribbean. That's tacky and trashy. And what they're doing right now is terroristic. So Neely Fuller warned us about tacky, trashy, and terroristic. The 3 T's, he called it. Okay, so they lynched us. They had over 6,500 lynching. That means 65 heads a household. Look at it that way. 6,500, 6,500 lynchings that they counted. That's not the ones that they don't count because they're continuing to do it. And this is what we don't realize. After this Epstein came out, they've been doing this stuff since the 1200s, since the Dark Ages over there in Europe. These rituals has been going on the whole time. And it ain't gonna stop. Because this is how the Screws operate. This is them. That's their operation with their rituals. They do not believe in any God. They're atheists. I don't know if people know that. They're atheists. The largest group of LGBTQ in the world is in Tel Aviv. They have dual citizenship that they got during 1965. Now that's another thing. Going now, we got all the way through the lynchings, and now now the black people are starting to, I am a man. Now they starting to protest. So now they said Lyndon Johnson got all the black preachers, including Dr. King, paid them off and told them to calm us down. I heard he got 150 grand, and Ralph Abernathy was mad because he got more money than him. They paid all them pork chop preachers off, including Dr. King, to calm us down. And so Dr. King negotiated for Johnson. If you want me to do that, then you got to sign the Civil Rights Bill and the Voting Rights Bill. So they twisted Johnson's arm. Johnson said, okay, give them niggas a little bit, but not enough to make a difference. Now, that's a quote. That's Lyndon Johnson. Now, young Senator Biden, the youngest senator, comes in real soon. What is that, the 70s, 1970? Somebody check me. Young Senator Biden's a racist. with I can't remember this dude from Strom. I can't remember the dude's name. Strong Thurmond. Something like that. So he's a real big Dixiecrat. That's who Biden was with, the Dixiecrats.
Right.
So I think as a revenge for us pressing them so hard, he had to sign that bill. That's when he used his State Department to start backdooring in immigrants. It started as soon as that bill got signed. That's what I think.
Okay.
We didn't help the immigrants get here. Stop telling that lie. They just do what they always do, rode our coattails.
Right.
We didn't ask for these immigrants. No, that's a lie. We didn't say, come on in, open the damn floodgate. We did not do that. That was not us. They always copy, emulate anything we do. That's all. They started copying our movements. National Organization of Women, Gloria Steinem, she's CIA. They put her in to get the black women off code.
Yeah, sad.
And when I was at the university, I came in there talking about I was a feminist. Oh, God. So my professor, Dr. Ernie Smith, the one that was a linguistics professor that coined the term Ebonics, that was my professor.
Yeah.
And so Dr. Smith he said, you've been working the whole time. You don't have to fight to work. You've been working. This white women couldn't work. The white woman couldn't get out in the street. You've had freedom to be wherever you want to be. The black women had more freedom than white women. We could go wherever we wanted. They had them on a leash. So it's them that Sierra Leone girl that was on there talking about she wanted to boop boop, all that was feminism. That's that racist white feminist. Now, if you see on my little channel, I do some shorts. I put up Senator Kennedy for Louisiana.
Yeah.
He said the Democrats got a Karen problem. Did you see his speech?
I didn't see his speech.
I got a little clip. Put my clip up. It's Senator Kennedy. So all those women out there in Minnesota, those liberal feminists are causing them problems right now. They identified Karen. Karen's kids had to be on a leash at the mall. Karen couldn't control her little Johnny. Now little Johnny's a school shooter. This is Karen. Right. Karen my mother was a Karen. A Karen would tell their black children they're mixed out of racism. They can't deal with their kid being black. They got to be mixed. Like why do you got to be African American? Why you got to be FBA? See, they got to put a label so that they're comfortable. See, I'm black first. My daddy was my daddy used her because he couldn't read and write. He used her to teach me how to read and write and get good grades. He used her. He wasn't in love with her.
Oh, he used her mama?
He couldn't read and write. He couldn't get a driver's license. They would go down to the DMV and both get a test.
Right.
And stand next to each other. And her being white, him being black, they didn't know they were together. They go in separate. And my dad would slide my mom his test. She'd fill it out, and then she'd walk away, and he'd pick it up and go turn it into the desk. So when she died, he couldn't get his license. I tried that. They threatened to take my driver's license. I wasn't as slick as my mom. So this would happen. A lot of these black men, when they came from the South, they couldn't read. A lot of them couldn't read. So they grabbed a white girl that had a high school education. That's what they were doing. They came straight off them freight trains. My dad came straight off the freight train to Santa Monica. Santa Monica used to be a big black town right at the beach in LA.
Right.
That used to be a black area. My dad was a chauffeur, couldn't read a sign to save his life. But he
Yeah,
invented
it
his
was
own
against the
map.
law.
Huh?
It was against the law for us to read and stuff back then.
Yeah,
So
they don't know that. There's a joke where he goes, you know, the first hustler was on the corner selling words. Hey man, I got a word. Hey man, I got a paragraph, man. Man, I got a whole page. I got a whole page, nigga. I got a whole page. You got a book? What? Yeah, I got a book. It was illegal. We'd get lynched if they caught us with a page, a word, a book, writing in the sand, any of that. We couldn't show we could write in the sand. We better scratch that out before they seen it.
So they
So
was on the corner like I got a word.
I got a word, man. Come on. Yeah, I got a word.
Yeah.
That was the first hustler on the corner. I can't remember what comedian told that, but that always, huh?
No, I said salute the indigenous. He said he signed my petition.
Good.
Uh-oh, you turned it back on? You turned the TV back on?
Me, no.
Oh, okay. I thought I heard,
That's my hand maybe hitting the Okay, so after 65, here come them immigrants. And then you got Joe Biden. What they did was they just didn't spend any money on the black community. They wanted to make sure it looks like it looks right now so they can bulldoze it at 100 years later and buy it for pennies on the dollar, get us out of there and revamp it. Just like Jared Kushner did to Gaza. Everything is happening in Gaza can happen here because they practice it here first. They bombed us in 85. Everything that they do, every racist thing is developed here and then taken overseas, like to Germany in the World War I and World War II. That was eugenics.
right.
Our country, Margaret Sanger, she is the philanthropist that opened up the Planned Parenthoods. She was a eugenicist and a feminist. The feminist would tell a black woman to end their baby.
No.
They'll support and push you to get an abortion. That's who they are. That Karen is a problem. Karen is in Congress.
Right.
Karen is Kamala Harris. Karen can be the Divine Nine. Karen is just like what Neely Fuller told us. White supremacy don't have a color. White supremacy and Karen can be an immigrant woman. White supremacy and Karen can be a black woman. White supremacy can be any race. It's a system of oppression to keep black people down. And they pay other people off to make sure it's taken care of. So now we get to 1995, 90s, and Bill Clinton's in, working with the Congressional Black Caucus. I'm so glad you on a bumper. You don't know how happy I am, young one.
Yeah.
I turned on my TV and I saw that. I was like, oh, now they're cooking with grease.
Wow.
So,
y'all been waiting for this. I see a lot of our elders been waiting for this.
Congressional Black Caucus, right? Not the Republicans voted in that crime bill. That was the Democrats. So what happened is they used black people. What they did is they let the crime get so bad by dropping off guns. We saw them dropping the pallets of bricks, right? So the CIA was working. Okay. So Ronald Reagan, before Clinton, Ronald Reagan did Iran Contra. Everybody hears about Iran Contra. They'll even talk about that in documentaries. But they don't tell you that when they did Iran Contra, they were using the drugs from Colombia to supply the money for their covert operations. You got to go to Congress to do war, get money for war. The CIA uses drug dealing, cocaine and heroin. That's why we was in Afghan. Anybody that can do it right now, Google United States military in poppy fields, Afghanistan. Just put keywords. Elders, when you're trying to Google something, you don't put a whole sentence. You put them because you confuse the computer. So you would say Afghanistan, military, poppies, and it'll pick it up. And that's how you do AI. AI, you tell it what to do. I need you to write me a proposal to stop immigrants from being elected into office. And it will break it down and write it and everything. It'll ask you, do you want me to write it? Do you want me to, it'll do it. I'll be like, okay, show me the pros and the cons. If I do this, I want to do this, and this, but what'll happen if I do it? And then they'll say, well, this will be risky. That's what AI does. You say, okay, well, I need a chart. I want you to make a chart for, I can't think for my business. I want you to make a chart for my business, for my inventory. And you tell it. And I was playing with it. I said, oh, so you want me to tell you what to do? I was playing with it, right? Last night. And then he goes,
hello, feed, man. Try to log back in. I got you. Go ahead.
And so it was playing with me. It has a little humor to it when you start, because I really hadn't been messing with it. And I really had a good experience last night. I didn't want to tell him what my business was. And I did. He goes, oh, holding it close to the chest. That's really good business move. I mean, the AI is unbelievable. It was great. I solved a lot of problems last night. It solved a lot of problems. It told me I was leaving a legacy when I told him my target market is 20 million people. Anyway, let me get back to what was I saying?
Right. Well, land your plane now. We got Fee finna come on and get on the plane. I mean, he's finna get on.
Okay, so just the main thing is this was all planned. The 1994 crime bill to put the thugs in prison, the 3 strikes you're out. All that was done to disrupt and like separate families. All the things that they said. Then that's when they started bringing in the immigrants. I want to do a lawsuit. We can make money. We got enough stuff. We can make money off of lawsuits. I want to sue in each state for bilingual preferred. That's been a discriminatory. I got a college degree. I couldn't get a job teaching without being bilingual preferred. I had to speak, read, write Spanish. And then in the school, they'll teach the little Hispanic kids English, but they ain't teaching our kids Spanish or the white kids.
Right. Yeah.
And that's why this stuff is like it is. But if you could get a petition, I don't know how to do that. If you could make me a petition, I'd love it. About bilingual preferred.
We gonna rap. We definitely stay tapped in on the lives. We go live on Sunday. So I got you. Are you in the Discord?
I know how to get to it. I just used the link. I haven't put the app up yet.
Okay, well, put the app, do your thing, and then you should be able to we should be able to communicate right on there, okay?
Okay, let me land my plane with one thing. Elders, when they tell you an app, you can go to Google Play Store, but you could also just right on the top of your search bar, type in Substack, and then it'll pull up the little logo. And you just press that, and that's it. So you just type in on Google on the search bar, Discord, and then it'll pop up instead of going into Google Play Store. I love you guys. I'm proud of everything that you're doing. I'm glad we delineated and got them out the teats. because I don't want them on my teeth. And I don't want him on my skirt. So let him be the Congressional Immigrant Caucus. Anytime that they try to use black, we need to pull it back. No. We need to get, every time you read an article, start getting on these people's bumper. We've been too nice. We've been too nice. We've been too quiet. We've been too passive. And and all we are is a doormat right now. People rubbing their feet on us. And now that we're standing up straight, they don't know what to do. We went from horizontal to that. Thanks.
Love, sweet butters. We're gonna be hearing you on here. We're gonna be catching you more on here. I
Okay,
appreciate
peace
you
out.
calling in.
Peace out.
Salute. Salute to the family, man. Salute to all the elders, man, who tapped into the channel. Fee from H-Town, she put I'm a new local subscriber. I don't have a message yet. I was gonna ask you some questions. You didn't have to have a message. It was all good. But man, little big mama, stop picking on Mama Lisa, man. Salute. Shauna, what's good, Shauna? Shauna in the building. Man, Shauna, you missed it, man. We had a whole cookout here. I hear you, sister. Where do I sign up? In the Epstein files showed an email that they have been hunting black people like a game on the island. I'm gonna have to look into that. Earl Thomas, what's good, family? Salute. Paul Ader put, I'm an elder and I'm going to ask that we be coherent. Okay. I don't know about the Discord. Okay, if you don't know about the Discord. Victorious Spirits, you were saying that somebody got hung? A black person got hung? Savvy saying got a video. Okay, yeah, that hunt us for sport. But we knew that already. Yeah, man, that's deep right there. Said they hunt us for sport. Bro, you running for office? 2 Cent? Yeah, man, I'm running, man. For the Foundation of Black Caucus, bro. Foundational Black Caucus only, man. Yeah, she hiding. But yeah, though, fam. 2 Cent said, am I running for office? Yeah, man, I appreciate y'all, man. Way too many movies showed us how they gonna do. A 21-year-old Marietta, Georgia was lynched. He was a GA state student. Oh, man. I'm gonna have to touch on that. Yeah, 2 Cents, man. We getting close to the end, family. What do black immigrants stop and get them props for the music and dancing? And I had about 15 more minutes. I was gonna be on 2 Cents at that 3:30 mark. Why you want to call in? Go ahead and I tried to get Fee from H-Town, man. She didn't want to come through. She said, I'm a new subscriber here. You put 12:30 at least. Yeah, man. We got 15 minutes. Go ahead and come on and chop it up with us for 15. There go 2 Cents. 2 Cents in the building. What's good, 2 Cent?
Yeah, hey, yeah, what's good, bro? Yeah, I was like, I thought you was gonna go to 12:30 and get it because there's a lot of people still in the chat. I was like, dang, I thought they would have came up on me.
Yeah, it's a lot of people in the chat, man. That's why I'm gonna keep pushing. I'm gonna keep pushing.
They lurking. Hey, yeah, quit. Hey, tell them quit lurking.
That's what they do.
No.
Ronald, everything is everything. Why do black immigrants stop and get them props for the music, for the dancing? Because they getting souped up in the head. I don't know. But hey, 2 Cents, what's good, man? What you caught so far, man, of the show?
Man, see, I it's hard to sit there and watch a train come down the track. And people got their opinions and they perspective on things. I'm like, dude, I promise you, I watch and I listen and I study things and people. I don't judge them, but I do have a way of having my perspective on things and people. And when I hear it, I'm like, man, that's that dude's opinion. He know he can't or she can't prove that objectively. They just running their mouth. And I was sitting there looking. I was like, bro, you've been on some smooth stuff here lately. I was like, damn, he might be trying to do like my man in South Carolina. I can't think of his name right now. God damn, I can't think. Hey, Google it. Yeah, Google his name. The dude, the politician in South Carolina. Right. Well, yeah. At the end of the day, South man. Oh shit. Including 2 U.S. senators. Damn, I got Google. I ain't even say Google and it's still picking it up. They over here listening to me, man. They hate. But yeah, hey. At the end of the day,
You was listening to the dude who called in on
Marcel. That's it, Marcel. Hey, somebody hit it. It's Marcel. Somebody hit it.
All right, who is Marcel? I'm lost.
Yeah. You got to find out who Marcel. Hey, put it like this. He be, he be doing the Tariq. He go on Tariq show on like X or something like that every now and then and everything. And he'll pull them up. Yeah. So when I see you, I already know you building your channel up. So I ain't know. I'm like, hell, you got the age and the knowledge. Yeah, you can start doing that stuff. Marcel is not a 50, 60-year-old dude.
What does he do though? What does Marcel do? Marcel Dixon. I'm gonna look him up.
Yeah, Marcel. He's like he's a politician and he ran for different things and something. I think he lost or whatever it was. Yeah, how he ran for the House of Representatives stuff in South Carolina. Yeah, but Tariq
so you saying I could get into that Congress or something? You saying?
Yeah, because you don't have a dirty rap sheet. Yeah, so to speak. Yeah, and I know you can't now. It'll confuse white people because you wearing your hair that way. But I know I got twisted dreads. I can do it a different way if I needed to.
Yeah.
And the same thing for you and what you're doing. Yeah, it's like a guy, hey man, he got a court date. Guess what the lawyer tell him to do if he got dreads? He'll make him cut it off. And you come in there with an even all around with the one.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, because we understand. I mean, you just got to be smart. You got to play it practical on what's going on. But I've heard you enough to know you're intelligent. You got emotional intelligence. You got conflict resolution, all that stuff. So those are skills that a lot of people don't have. So that's why I was like, shit. I was like, I don't know what the hell going on. I know he got on the chain, this, that, and another. Now, I promise you, they'll make you clean that up. You're not about to walk around with your chain on running, doing political stuff or whatever. They're not gonna do it. It's just not accepted yet at this point. It don't mean you can't do the job and this, but it's perspective becomes reality.
Right. Dorian Eugene said that's called code switching. You know, it's funny that you said that. I became a dealer this was like 2018. I was a dealer, right? And it was a white company, right? And they had this convention, right? Where it was like everybody there, right? And this is the first time I was the only black person who was a dealer, you know what I mean, for the company. So I
Right.
came there and I had this Cuban link chain on, right? And I had the slacks on and I had this shirt, but I had this Cuban link chain on. And a white lady came up to me and she said, she came up to me, she was like, man, why you got your chain on and everything? You look like you're selling drugs.
Right.
And but I knew her for a while, so we could talk like that, you know what I'm saying? But she did say that, and I'm like, why would that? But I understand what you're saying. Like when they see us, when they see our culture and our swag, or what makes me, what we got from our culture, they look at that and they access it to negative tropes that was in our neighborhood. So
Right.
it's like instead of you looking at me as the first black person that you see in this company that ever be a dealer, you associate myself to like drug dealing just because I got a chain on. So that's tough though, bro, to be able to have to tell somebody that they gotta change more of whatever their whole culture is to try to fit in is hard. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. But
It's like
but logically, you really do have to understand that. Yeah. Okay. I know you got purple hair. You got a bull ring in your nose. You probably could do a great job. But what happens is you're not understanding perception and reality.
yeah.
Yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, I'm like, you can do those things, but there's some consequences and repercussions that come behind whatever you decide to do. Hell,
Right.
you can have face tattoos and whatever. Not a lot of people are hiring you because of that, because of the perception that becomes reality. That's why I'm like, okay, if I know that's in this day and age, it's gonna change. Yeah, trust me, it's gonna change. That does not dictate how well I'm gonna perform and this, that. I might be your best employee and this, that, and other. But they don't know that. So you trying to fight against a system that's already being created. You can't do that. Now, Obama didn't come out there with Obama chain or whatever. You think he couldn't afford it? Of course he could. He didn't do that because perception becomes reality. They're thinking, oh, you selling drugs.
No,
Yeah,
but they
just
know
what
what
you
I'm
said.
doing. Right. But you get what I'm saying? They already see, and she was just somebody that'll say it because I had worked with her at another office before and I had to moved up. And she was just, was telling me, like, you got the chain, you got looking like, but in my mind, I'm just like, yeah, you know how everybody look. It's like, but I wasn't like that, I was there, but I was totally myself. You get what I'm saying? Like I wasn't on that. Like how I handled it, I did it. I had a black office and all of my people, I wasn't trying to fit into their category. I was doing things how I feel like they was done. I wasn't like, man, I gotta fit into in their eyes and their views. I was doing everything how I was, but I understand what you're saying, but we got talent, bro. I'm saying if we have our own industries, that's not something that I think we would have to be worried about. But other people that got their own industries, they don't got to worry about that. You get what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah, when you hey, look, this is the reason why if you ever walk into somewhere that an employee, he got tattoos all over, he's already been there and he decided to do that afterward. So when people look at that, their perception, hey, look, he's working over there, he's doing this, they don't even know most of the time that guy is already, they didn't hire him like that because that would be disingenuous to the company. I'm like, wait a minute. You got something to say about my tattoos or or whatever, or how my hair is, you hired me like this. That's normally not the case. You can tell me some exceptions to the rules. Exception to the rules has never been the case.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to be careful. You have to be careful with that. Oh, give me a kiss, baby.
Yeah. No, you right though. You know what I'm saying? That's how it is, But
Yeah, fine.
long as we doing so, you saying Marcel Dixon got tattoos on his face?
No. I didn't say that. No. I'm saying I wanted you to know who Marcel Dixon. Somebody put it in the chat. I normally don't have the chat up when I'm on here, but
But you
at the end
saying
of
I
that,
qualify from your perspective. I qualify enough to
yeah,
be in Congress and talk and be doing this.
yeah, yes. Yeah, I ain't saying you're gonna win, but the build it up, hey, at the end of the day, I know who Marcel is, through Tariq and stuff like that, and so I'm a guy that's organically, I would rather have 1,000 good supporters than a million just random people. Yeah, that type of deal. And that's what if you know who Marcel is, I can't remember where he's at in South Carolina, but it's a South Carolina thing that pops in my head about him. And I know if he mess with Tariq, I already know where he comes from, where he stand. Everybody can do all the hating. You got a clean, god doggone background, and you young enough, and you got the knowledge and stuff. You actually could do it if you wanted to, and just get into politics. That was not a desire of mine, but the knowledge that you have, yeah, you good, bro.
I do. I mean, shoot, man, I do it for us. I take one for the team, but I'm really thinking about it as our leaders never really got into politics. Like, I'm more looking at politics as a game for people to steal. It's not a game for you to be honest and genuine and care about people. You get what I'm saying? So it's
Do you
like,
remember how Obama got on?
How he got on?
Bro, he was like a community activist. Nobody knew about Obama before he became president. So it's not like he's just a good mayor and he was a good governor. No, his record was clean at the time and he could prove it. You can call Obama, he's dumb and this. Okay. You got that type of education that he have, you can't take that away from him. Once someone get those type of pedigrees, you can't take it away from them unless you can prove it was fraudulent. And at this point in time, when I see people like you that has energy and you're a people person, like if you really wanted to, bro, you actually can. You actually could. Now, like I said, no more chains, no more all that. Yeah, you gotta play the game. You gotta play the game. You gotta play the game.
Yeah, for real. I'm with you, running travelers. Put politics as a messy game. That's what my thought is that I will be going into something. It's like this. Imagine you going into something where you think is good and you're a good guy, but really it's where the crime is really at. It's like I feel like
Chicago, all that.
Yeah, I feel like this is where the real, griminess begins. So it's like I wouldn't run for that. I just know you got to be cut though. You got to want to take money from other companies, and it's like it's a money game that it ain't for genuine real people. You know what I mean? In my opinion. But we need genuine real people in the positions, I feel like, but I just feel like they're gonna get me up out of there. He has a nice page. I'm gonna look into it, man, and see, because I wouldn't be. Obama was selected and groomed. Word is bond, Ronald. Earl put the real session pool.
Yeah.
Hey, man, but I don't mind, man. I mean, if it's gonna better us, if I can get in there and better us.
What state you in?
I'm in
what
Florida.
State you in?
Florida.
Oh, hell no. You in a racist ass state. You on your own on that one. Yeah, you're not. But see, it's certain places where you at, you can run and whatever. You can build yourself. I'm a councilman, and
Yeah.
then this, that, and other, and all that. Yeah, but see, most people they think when they think of racism, they think of Mississippi, Alabama, Arkansas. Bro, I stayed in Florida. It's one of the most racist states. I mean, it's up there with what's the place? Virginia. If you do your homework, you'll understand where the war stopped and how they still living and stuff like that. They don't even know how racist Florida. They just think immigrants. Man, the white folk down there cut the food, and they got some areas because the state is so large. You're not about to play around and be over there. They're super racist. I don't know where you at in Florida, but at the end of the day, they're super racist. They up there with Alabama, Mississippi, Arkansas. You want to go to some racist places? Go to those. Florida, I was telling my girl the other day how racist those folks are. And, I used to have to go up through Florida to Georgia to get to North Carolina. Georgia, we already know what Georgia do. So, yeah, it's about knowing. You just understand it. Where you at? You get caught behind enemy lines, bro, that's your goddamn fault.
Yeah. Shout out to Ronnie and Travelers. He put, my plan was to go into politics after my military career of service. It questions your morals and ethics. Salute, man. So you get what I'm saying? We look at politicians as unethical. You know what I mean? Like they not, I don't know. I just don't feel like they're actually doing us, they making money and getting rich to me,
It ain't enough for you. It's a lot of them. Their moral compass is broken. So you have to understand that. I can still remember when I hear people like Tariq them say, man, I'm not no leader of no FBA. You know why he's gonna tell you I'm not the leader of the FBA? He know who the hell people like Mega Evers and people like that. They know how they take him out and you become a target. He's trying to he don't want to become a target because he got a family, beautiful family, by the way. And bro, you just have to understand what you're getting yourself into. You dealing with a lot of people with moral compasses that are broken. Yours ain't broken. Yeah, you can get in there too. And you can get in there and they get you in there like, man, I'm gonna do this to you if you don't do this, because I'll cut off your business if you needed this or whatever. They play little games like that so they can play with people's integrity as much as they can. But some people, they don't fold. They'll fall on the sword. And that's kind of like what you see when you see a lot of the guys that was back in the 70s and 80s. They fell on the sword. I don't think a lot of people willing to fall on the sword right
now. They're not willing to do that. And that's the problem. Yeah, that's the problem. And then you don't want to fall on your sword out here and everybody is against you, so it's like, but I like how the Panthers did it. I like how, Bobby Seale, Huey P. Newton, they didn't go into that political field, but they was political. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
So
yeah, that was a different era. Yeah, that was definitely a different era. And so now they figure out how the ways to combat that. All I have to do is destroy your credibility and make everybody behind you not follow you. It's like they got a playbook for it. None of this stuff that we keep seeing. I'm like, man, this is so crazy. I keep watching the same. It's like it's deja vu. I just keep Groundhog's Day. I keep watching the same thing over and over and over. I'm like, yeah, man, I was a disrupted teen and 20-year-old, but not to that effect. But now it's growing to a point that you don't listen to nobody. There's no punishment. That's why. I mean, how you gonna keep idle threatening somebody? I did all of this. I'm about to get out in a couple of years. They'll sit down for a couple of years behind what they done. I mean, it's just some things are just facts. Forget my biased opinion about different things. No, some things are actually fact.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Epstein blackmail all politicians. Dang, you see that? They try to trap me in a room. You have me running for a political position. They bring me into a room, put a kid in there, and be like, "Yeah, record them," and then got me on all that. Got me on a blackmail. All kind of weird stuff go on, man. And that's what I think about. I think about worse than gang life, worse than the streets. When I think about politics, it's like these people will do whatever to keep their money and their power,
Dirty game. Yeah. I don't really want to see you get in that because I know what it do to people. I mean, I know you have the ability to do it.
Right.
But to see you go through that, I mean, it kind of bothers me because I know politics is a dirty game. And if you're not willing to play it, why would you get into it?
Why would you get into it?
Why would you get into it? So every politician that I see, I'm like, I just feel they all connected to something. You just mad with your cut that you getting. Yeah, that's all it be.
Right.
You mad with the cut that you getting. They're like, man, y'all doing all this while I'm getting on it, and I ain't getting this and that, and that's normally how it happens. You just mad with your cut.
That's what it is, man. They all get rich. Every politician, and they don't never talk about the financial reward that it is for them. They all getting rich. So it's like they don't talk about that money though.
You're not supposed to. Why do you think when they do the Super Bowl, the acts that they get, they don't get paid?
Mm-hmm.
If you look it up, the act Usher and all these people they don't get paid. But guess what? You get the accolades and the endorsements after. That's how you get your money. And that's why it's so important to a lot of people. Oh, I got a Grammy. Oh, I got an Oscar. Because guess what? When I show up to your event, I'm Grammy winning award artist, such and such. You have to pay me for that. That's why they want to get into that, because people respect it more. You can't come in, even if you're more talented. Well, okay, what have you done? It's a resume thing for these people. You can't just show up somewhere and demand that kind of money. No, you can't. That's why it's so hard, and they fight. They want the Grammy. That's why they spend all kind of money and do all kind of stuff. They'll buy their own stuff just to try to get the Grammy. And guess what? They in the limelight. Super Bowl artists don't get paid for doing the Super Bowl show. They don't.
I heard they gotta pay for it.
Yeah, it's a small fee that they pay just to get on, but at the end of the day, that's just a fee. Bro, the money that they're gonna make after that is enormous. So why are you? It's an investment at the end of the day. You should be honored if you get picked to come on there, because your name wouldn't be that big. It's like going on somebody's platform on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, nobody, even if your channel, you trying to grow it, you going to, bro, if you go on Joe Rogan right now and they gatekeeping it. Yeah, he ain't no say you. A lot of people, I'm like, nah, I'm not going to say his name, but he said this on the, yeah, they do that for a reason, because if I hear your damn name, you know what people do? They Google it and see who it is. And they'll mess around and subscribe to your channel, get memberships and all that. They gatekeep. It's always been the gatekeeping of the knowledge. Always.
Mm-hmm. Always, huh? You ain't lying. They always gatekeep it. And we got a gatekeep as well. That's what we on. We got a gatekeep. But right now, 2 cents, we pushing the blackout and we pushing fun shortstops. That's the code that we put into the community, and we want to get the streets and the politics.
I wish we could get more, because I already know it's really, I've always felt with my community, with my race, it's an unfair fight. if it was even, or fair. You got to understand, sometimes I don't think people really understand equal and fair. Equal is me and you got that same chair sitting over there. But what if I'm 400 pounds? No, we equal. He got to sit in that chair. But what's fair, he got to sit in the chair that's big for him to accommodate him. Now that will be fair, and we do whatever we're going to do. They don't want to play a fair game with black people because they understand how intelligent we are, how stronger, how faster, how intelligent. I've always said, I don't know why God built us like this. Oh my God. It's an unfair fight. It's an unfair fight on a lot of categories. And if you understand that, I'm saying that in the most humblest way when it comes to people with that melanin, that black or whatever. I've seen it all my life. You can't prove my lion eyes wrong.
Right. Hold on. Somebody put in the chat, shout out to Bear Arms. I have an agent that worked for me. I can government sponsorships funds to do some very strong things. Man, you got to sign up for our Discord, family. It's in the private chat. Go in the private chat for me, Bear Arms, and sign up for our Discord. We need that. Yeah, we need you, Bear Arms. I got the you in Miami too, man. Yeah, my parents down there in Fort Lauderdale.
Yeah, where your gold teeth, bro? You ain't got no gold teeth. Yeah, so I know you ain't in Jacksonville. You ain't in Duval or what's the other one? Wade Dade County. Yeah. You must be. What the hell? You must be. You Central Florida. Don't tell me. Don't dox. You Central Florida.
No, I'm in North Florida right now, but I'm from South Florida. I'm from Fort Lauderdale, that area. But all of Florida, all of Florida do that, bro. That's a street kind of thing where it's called them trophies. So,
yeah.
But it's getting a lot of people that ain't the style as it used to be.
Yeah. It kind of vanished. Yeah. Everybody had the little gold. But yeah, I don't know what
it's still down here, but it's not as prevalent as it used to be.
Yeah, it's OGs and stuff like that. If you looking at and talking to an OG in Florida and they ain't got no gold in their mouth, you're like, hey, okay, what was going on? Like, why you ain't got at least one gold tooth or something like that? It's just a culture thing.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah. That nigga, he a little weak if he ain't had no gold in his mouth and he a certain age. Yeah, it's something. Yeah, I couldn't afford it or whatever. I don't know what excuse he can say. I trust me. I've been all up and down Florida, Daytona Beach. I was doing the whole Black College reunion stuff. Yeah. It's a whole different dynamic that people don't even understand and know why they are who they are. Duval, that's why I stayed in Duval, but I used to travel. I stayed at the top. I went from the top to the bottom. So I know where you at. And now I don't want to play with them ferries down there in Fort Lauderdale, but you can have that or Key West to be exact.
Yeah.
It's too many ferries down there. They can do what they do.
New York was giving us fake gold.
Yeah. I seen the first lip tattoo when I was in Florida. I was like, damn, this girl got a lip tattoo. You know how you pull your lip down like that? She had a lip tattoo. Yeah, that is not popular now, but I remember that. And like I say, there's a lot of women and men. It's just like a rite of passage. I had a gold in your mouth, at that point in time. Now you look stupid. Even if you got gold, you look stupid with it now.
Yeah.
Unless you a rapper or something like that, Other than that, no.
No, but it's still a thing to where you still got some youngins. It's still a tradition down here. So it's not like it's still prevalent. It still got some people that was born in the year 2000 and up that's still doing that. It's still our culture down here. You know what I'm
Right,
saying? That's
right.
something that's our culture, you know.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, it look like the dude on what's that, Belly? Hey, right there. I guarantee you, he had a gold tooth in his mouth. See, it was an era thing, and if you didn't have it at that point in time, it's like you won't. It's like having an iPhone right now. Okay, you ain't got an iPhone. Oh, okay. They look at you different. I don't care if you got a Samsung 25. Hey, look at you different. It's a culture thing. You know, for Florida. You know,
Yeah.
Georgia got it a little bit, but
A little bit, yeah.
yeah, a little bit. There, Georgia, fake Florida. But yeah, I always know that. I always say that Georgia, fake Florida. I stay close enough. Atlanta do their thing, but nah, Georgia, fake Florida.
So what's the difference to you from when you stayed in Florida and Georgia? What's the difference between the people you think?
What's the difference between what Georgia and Florida?
Yeah, the people, because you was like, Georgia kind of fake Florida.
Oh no. Georgia is not. They got a Mississippi vibe to me. What they got going on as far as the white people. People think Atlanta is Georgia. No. You got to go through Georgia and know how racist these people are and what they play.
Yeah,
Yeah. They got a melting pot in Atlanta. So Atlanta, all these people from Jersey, New York, California, everybody come down there and do their thing. That's what it is. But no, Florida is definitely not Georgia. And you can tell when you driving that shit at I-95. You can tell that. You know what I'm saying? But most people they don't know Tampa and stuff like that.
No, I put it in the chat. Bear Arms, man. You see the Discord? I just put the Discord. You can click on it right there, man. I want you to get on there. He said he keep that lion in his pocket. Shout out to him. It's right there, family. And I got it in the private chat.
Yeah. Hey, you know what? Well, I ain't gonna do it right now. Yeah. I'm gonna hit the link. Cause I ain't know you had a Discord too.
No, yeah, I got it. This every Monday, man. We have a think tank and we talk about really making some progress.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I see it now. Yeah. So I
a lot of military, ex-military man been rocking with me. So I feel extra secure.
Right.
You ex-military too, man. I appreciate that. I appreciate y'all.
I kind of miss Duval because I was there for a while. Duval County, you had NAS Jacks and shit like that. This is before it got out of hand. Yeah, they popping you pretty hard in Jacksonville, Tampa, of course Miami. You can go have fun in Orlando, but people in Orlando get your face right real quick. You can watch body cam videos on YouTube, so you'll know it ain't all fun and games down there. If black folk people stay there, I watched it. You can see them. They cut up. They cutting up down that motherfucker too. I mean that mug too.
Yeah. Now let me know if you can get in there, Bear Arms. I just put the link in there. Y'all should be able to get in there. Y'all should be able to get into the Discord. Let me know if you can't. You should see it, Bear Arms. It's right there in the chat. Say Discord.
Hold on, let me look at mine, see if I can see it. All right, who posted the link? Let me look. Hold on.
Right in there, man. It say Discord.
Oh.
We have to make sure some people ain't
Yeah. Hey, do me a favor. Hey, drop the link. They dropped the link in the chat already, so I know I can find it because I think I seen somebody drop it in the chat.
Mm-hmm.
Like on the YouTube chat. So I'll be able to find a
Thomas in there.
Discord.
Yeah, we got everybody in there. I just want to make sure we got. Don't blame that sugar britches on everybody else. Most of that is in ATL. We got people y'all going at it with ATL and sugar in the tank.
Oh shoot. Okay. Yeah, I already know how to get down to Discord. Yeah, Discord. Yeah. It's the wild, wild west in there. But
Yeah. I just want to make sure Bear Arms got in there, man. Bear Arms, you still there? I'm gonna put it in there again, man.
yeah, it's in there.
I want him to be able to. I didn't see him because I should be able to see you get in. Like once you log in, boom, boom, I should see you. Boom, boom. So I don't see him.
And what's the name of that Discord, by the way? Let me see
It's
something.
called I Got the Drop, but it's private. It's
Okay.
not. Okay, I just seen Sailman, SAILMAN. Who is that? We got to double check and see who that is. You know, we may have to. I hope that's you. Getting apart from the older folks. Was that you, Bear Arms? Sailman 33. We got to make sure we get everybody accounted for. Make sure y'all on code. Y'all ain't trying to steal the. Go tell COINTEL Pro like, man, Water Guard in here trying to start a revolution. That's you? Okay, Earl, appreciate you, bro. Sailman, we gotta just want to know who everybody else is. I can see y'all and salute, man. I appreciate you, bro. Yeah, man. So if y'all jump in, all of their platforms getting apart from. Yeah, family, y'all. I'm finna get up out of here though, man. I appreciate y'all for tapping in though tonight, man. We Monday. I'm going live on Sunday night. We're gonna talk about some more stuff to, to keep everything pushing. I seen you, Ruby. You was in there, you was talking about Adonis. We went over Adonis too, man. If y'all wanna rewind. But I'm gonna be cutting some stuff out and dropping some short videos, man. Jazz One, I appreciate you, man. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel, hit that like button, push me on the algorithm. I go live Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, and Sunday, but we drop videos pretty much every day. Shauna, love Shauna. Salute, man. I love and appreciate y'all. Make sure y'all sign that petition if y'all haven't, and stay locked in. Y'all know the motto is blackout, and we creating businesses so we can shortstop. So don't let no FBAs catch y'all in them immigrant spots, man, spending all your money. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you keep all money in. So I love and appreciate y'all, man, family. Y'all tap in on us on Monday. Fee from H-Town. I love y'all, appreciate y'all, man. Y'all tap into me Sunday and Monday. We're gonna be doing it big, man. The petition is in my community section. If you go in my community section where I post that, you will see the petition, man. We're trying to get Congressional Black Caucus out of here. But man, I love y'all. Appreciate y'all, man. I'll catch y'all in the next video. Peace and love.